What's up, guys? It's Cooper Webb, and you're listening to the MotoXpod.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Aaron Plessinger, and you guys are listening to the MotoXpod.
Save me from myself. My arms and legs are bound like an aging corpse from another world. I'll scream the truth 6 feet underground. Feel the life inside yourself. Watch your enemies dispel. If I can find a way to avoid this fate.
It's that time again, MotoXpod, episode 376, featuring Monster Energy Kawasaki 450 rider Garrett Marchbanks, the 2025 Factory Rockstar Husqvarna GNCC WXC champion Korie Steede, and Privateer JSR Racing's Justin Starling, all on the show tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about World Supercross and Venezuela. We got Paris Supercross coming up, Vancouver World Supercross this weekend. Lots to get into in this episode. Want to thank our presenting sponsors, Yamaha, Motor USA, and Race Tech. We'll do a read in just a second. Before we get into that, let's talk about who's in studio tonight. As always, ever trustworthy, Scotty Thompson on the cameras. What's up?
What's happening?
Good to have you here.
Yeah, I'm just glad to be here like always. Just so reliable.
Yeah, always here.
Yeah, always
Never
here.
complaining about having to be here.
Nope.
I mean, you don't do much once you're here, but you're here.
Yeah. I mean, these cameras don't just run themselves.
I mean, you're right. Pushing 2, 3, 4
Yeah.
is pretty difficult.
I'm glad I can count.
Yeah, well, that's why I labeled them, so you know who the cameras
Actually, as long as I've been doing it, you would
just know.
The labels still help.
Also in studio, ever untrustworthy, unreliable.
Yeah,
TJ Smith.
I have never not made it here when I was supposed to, except for once.
Yeah, that was the last one. When Doc, you stayed home to fix Doc's.
Was it the
maybe
last
that was 2 shows. It might have been 2 shows ago.
It was 2 shows.
But anyway, glad you're here.
Me too.
And we'll do it right now. We were saying every other week, but we will do a show next week following Paris Supercross and World Supercross. And then we're going to take 2 weeks off. The following week is off because it's sort of our every other week. We're back every other week. And then the week after that, I will be in studio at Pulp MX for his Tuesday night show and traveling home Wednesday. So no show that week. That's December 2nd, 3rd.
Yeah.
Anyway. But
are you going to wear a MotoXpod show shirt?
I think I did last time. I'm not really sure yet.
I think you should.
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
That's who pays your bills.
But this shirt, well, you know who pays the bills? Yamaha Motor USA. At Yamaha Motor USA, we don't just build motorcycles, we engineer legends. From championship podiums to off-road trails, the YZ platform has defined dirt bike excellence for generations. Whether it's the raw two-stroke power of the YZ 250, which Damon Bradshaw was ripping on this past weekend, the precision of the YZ250F, which I was not exactly ripping on, but having fun on, or the dominance of the YZ450F. Every YZ is built for riders who push harder, ride faster, and demand the best. Unleash victory, ride Yamaha. Check them out at YamahaMotorsports.com. Also, presenting sponsor, Race Tech. The suspension seminars are coming up real soon. If you haven't signed up, I think there might still be some time. So get on racetech.com. Look into getting involved. If you wanted to know more about rebuilding suspension, tuning your own suspension, it's all there. Racetech.com for the Technical Edge suspension seminars coming up soon. Okay. So I guess we've got about 10 minutes before we get Garrett Marchbanks on. We just had World Supercross Round 1 in Venezuela last weekend. Anything from you guys that stands out? We had a couple questions. We thought we were going to get Lewis Phillips on here. He is actually ended up getting pretty busy and has some things going on. So we can kind of talk about the topic we were going to talk about with him. But first, I just want to know if there was anything that really stood out, anything that surprised you, anything you were disappointed in, Scotty.
I was surprised with how dominant Roczen was, because they said that he was going to be sick and all that. And I was wondering I was actually going to ask Lewis this. I was wondering if that is Roczen just being accustomed to the WSX format, those kind of races, off-season stuff where it's kind of more sprint speed, or was it just because that he's just that much better than the rest of the competition at this point in time?
In my opinion, that's
Yeah.
the latter.
He's just better.
I think
He's
he's
just-
just that much better.
Yeah.
Like the next guy in my mind might have been Jason Anderson, but he got some bad starts, and who knows where he is with the bike. So I was not surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
I was very thankful, very happy for Christian and how good he rode.
Yeah, that was surprising.
And then obviously the hot topic. Well, let's go to you first, TJ. Do you have anything that stood out that you were positives, negatives?
The positive and negative were kind of the same thing. Was how little we saw of freeze.
Okay,
It could have been amazing, and it also could have been bad.
Didn't stop them from talking about Starks.
Yeah, there's a lot of Stark talk.
Well, the Stark is. I've heard other podcasts talk about how there are people complain and other people complaining about it. Stark is one of their sponsors.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
They're sponsoring the series.
Yeah, we got
They
that.
talk about their sponsors.
We got it.
we know. Yeah.
So it doesn't bother me.
Right. So Lewis did 3 podcasts because he was the only journalist, American journalist there, maybe the only journalist there. So there's one on Vital, there's 2 on Steve's feeds
Yeah.
that are really good, a lot of in-depth stuff. I don't want to cover too much of what he's already talked about.
Right.
As a viewer sitting at home, I was at the event, the Blue Crew Invitational, so I didn't watch it live, but I know there's a lot of streaming issues. Hopefully they'll fix that. I did watch it back when I got home Monday night. Their graphics are kind of cool, but I thought this is very petty stuff.
Right.
I thought the graphics was way too big for the timing and scoring because it took like a third of the screen away.
And
I
most
didn't
people
notice
are
that.
watching it on a computer.
Okay.
No, I'm
well,
saying.
yeah, I was. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. On a TV, it probably is not a big deal.
Maybe, but there was a lot of times where I was like, there's bikes behind that. I can see them.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that kind of bothered me, but I didn't hear anybody else say it, so maybe it was just me.
Yeah.
Did you watch qualifying?
No, I didn't get to. I basically only watched the night show, and I only watched the racing, so I didn't see any of the stuff in between. I just watched
That's
the race.
kind of what I did.
Yeah,
And I'm actually glad there were streaming issues because then I think because they had to refund everything back, they just put it on YouTube, and so I got to watch it for free.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know.
Did you just pay for one episode? One?
No, I didn't ever do the streaming thing, and then I was.
Oh, you never paid for it.
No, I never
Gotcha.
went to it, and then I was just gonna pull up the highlights on YouTube, and then the whole broadcast was there, and I was like, when I clicked on it, I was like, this is gonna be in like Spanish or whatever, something in another language, but then it was like Ralph and Jeff, and I was like, all right, sweet, for free, and it was the whole thing.
It's actually pretty affordable.
Yeah,
I think
$30
it is.
or whatever
$30 for all of them.
all the races.
Yeah.
Well, the disappointing thing is that the last 2 years, and I was telling you this, I've watched it. I mean, I pay $100 a month for Hulu Live to have live channels, and
Dumb.
I have. Well, I like watching sports and stuff. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, you don't have time for all that.
Yeah. And it's always been on FS1 or FS2, either like it's very shortly after replay, just like it is for the MXGP on CBS Sports. And I was planning on watching it there, and everything that I saw online said that it was going to be on Fox Sports, but it never was. So
it's not. Yeah, there's no American affiliate covering it
they
this year.
they said there was going to be. So I don't
Bad
know
information, yeah.
what. I don't know.
The
what
Partzilla
happened.
Arena Cross is on FX.
Yeah, it is. I saw that.
One, yeah. Okay, so a couple things I want to do before we get Garrett on with the World Supercross topic. Obviously, I said Hayden was the big hype for this particular round. Watching him on the 450, he's got a lot of work to do in my eyes. Yes, he rode well. Yes, he finished well, but he appeared to be riding the 450 like a 250. And that's not going to work long term in my eyes. Do either of you have opinions on that?
I mean, like,
Bam Bam does it.
Not like Hayden. I don't think he rides the way Hayden was. Personally.
I mean, especially when he first got on the 450.
So do you think Hayden can make it work riding it that way? Okay.
I mean, burning up 2 clutches in an 8-minute race is not good.
No, it's not. Exactly.
Well, that's just a learning curve.
Okay.
I mean,
and then he'll get a cable clutch. And
he already did, yeah.
That was a joke.
Oh.
But yeah. We already know he did. We can put the cable clutch on there, and then he'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, that'd be something to watch, though, to see the development of him on a 450. Like I said, we're going to try to get Lewis on, and he's like, well, see if you can come up with a couple questions that are different than what I talked about on the other podcasts.
Yeah.
So I have one, and you had one.
Yeah.
Your question. Go ahead and ask your question.
Well, my question was, like, are they going to be able to make profit? Like, obviously, they want to build it. So you can't, but you still have to fund it. You can't go in the hole like 5 years in a row or whatever. And my question is, with 8,000 people there in the stands, and having to fly all the stuff there and do everything in a country to country, how is it ever going to be feasible when like Supercross pays their riders, nothing almost compared to what, percentage wise compared to what those guys get? They help them get their bikes to the rounds. All this kind of team sharing, all this kind of stuff. How are they ever going to make profit?
Well, Lewis said that that's government funding is kind of how the WSX is going to earn their money, right? So
I would like to hear from him too. I would have asked him if I'd have heard that, and maybe we can at a future time.
Yeah.
Like, why would a government pay for a race?
Well, I believe he's going to come on after the next race.
Cool.
So next week, I think he may, if he's where he can in between traveling, we'll get him on after round 2.
Tourism, right? That's what I would imagine. It's like part of their tourism budget.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's weird.
Sorry, Garrett Marchbanks just texted me. Give me 1 second.
But yeah, isn't it weird to you, Scotty, how a country is going to spend their tax dollars? Basically, that's the only way a country makes money for dirt bike racing. Don't get me wrong, it's cool, but I don't understand.
But it brings people into that area.
Yeah, and Lewis talked a lot about how supportive Venezuela is with motorsports in general.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to get him on and talk about some of that stuff maybe after the next round. Hopefully after Paris we can talk about that too.
But Canada is paying money to have them there?
I don't know for sure.
That's what I mentioned. I'd love to.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why'd you say Venezuela? Wasn't it Argentina?
It was Argentina.
Why do I've said Venezuela like 3 times.
Oh.
I don't know.
Get
I'm
your,
stupid. I don't know my
get your
geography.
get your
they're all the same country.
Well, yeah. You guys didn't realize they just race in Venezuela?
Yeah.
Where were you?
They're all, it's all the
Argentina.
same.
Thank you, Scotty.
Yeah, glad to see they're racing in Mexico.
I knew that
Once you get south of Mexico,
right.
that's all just South Mexico.
Yeah, man.
They're all
It's all
Mexicans here.
below us.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
the
all
U.S.
South
is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, according to the broadcast, that kind of.
Sorry. Okay. One more thing. So my question, I feel like an idiot now, but everybody knows that I'm an idiot. Here we go.
Yeah. Stop acting like an idiot. You're the idiot.
Don't be an idiot. Changed my life.
Real quick, you've played that to me so many times.
Yeah.
I feel like I have PTSD every time.
Yeah. My question was the wild card situation, right? Kenny's going to be at a couple. Eli's going to be at a couple. What the rounds where there are no wild cards, they're going to be a lot less popular, interesting, maybe. Do you think it would be better for the series as a whole to say, no, there are no wild cards? The guys racing the series or the guys racing the series, so that we get
Absolutely
a battle
not.
every round. And it really probably would be tighter racing because the guys that are racing every round are maybe a little closer in skill levels than a few of these wild cards. So for the series and the racing, do you think it'd be better to say no wild cards?
No.
Okay, why?
Because you pay the money to bring the wild cards into countries where like they're gonna like Argentina,
Not Venezuela.
yeah.
You almost said it.
No, I couldn't remember which one was right, to be honest. but like that country, they bring in riders, so like they are fans. So you pay extra to get some people there. But if you're going to China, and I don't know if they are, but if you're going to China but you know, I'm talking about like some other country that's not as big. They're paying to bring in Tomac or whatever is not going to bring your money up. If you go to France, you get what I'm saying?
I do, but I think for the racing side of it, to me, like I would rather not have these superstars show up at 2 races.
Would you have watched? Scotty wouldn't have.
What?
You don't watch
I think I
Arena
still
Cross?
would have watched, but I would not have
You
been
don't watch Arena
as
Cross?
excited.
I would watch.
I do watch Arena Cross.
You do.
Yeah, because we cover it on the show.
But I'm
I
just
watched
saying,
every round last week. Listen, we're really running out of time.
yeah.
I just think that for racing to have, it'd be closer. It'd be a closer competition every round if it was the same guys. Like if one dude just showed up randomly at a couple Supercross or American Supercross races that was way better than everybody else and then disappeared, I'd be kind of, well, where'd that guy go?
Well, so you're saying like if Jet gets hurt the first 6 rounds and he's basically out of the points, you don't want him to come back because he'll mess with the other racers?
No, I'm saying.
Can I do my point?
Yeah, go ahead.
The two things real quick. The one having the wild cards, I think, does delegitimize the entire championship as a whole. It makes it to where it's like, okay, well, they're not really the champions because they didn't win the races when the other guys were there. I think one solution could possibly be to have wild cards, but to have them like one, maybe two at each race. Be like, this is the paid guy to beat. Like, can they beat Tomac this weekend? Can they beat Deegs this weekend? Can they beat Roxon this weekend? That's like, so they have
one, would you say?
One or two maybe,
okay.
But like that, and they are designated around, and like that's like the marquee guy, and it's like, oh, can the other guys beat them?
I don't feel like that's that much different than what they are doing.
But it's like
usually for most of the rounds, there's two of them.
Yeah, but it seemed like they just kind of randomly just threw paint on the board and like, I'm going to go to this one and I want to go to this one.
I think
like,
it's the good ones, like where they want to go on vacation.
Yeah,
like Australia.
I'm gonna say, are you going to get Tomac to go to Angola? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think. Yes, it's money wise to bring the fans in that they want to see the Deegans, they want to see the Tomacs, but it is sort of when you get. I think it was. I don't remember which round Lewis mentioned where basically none of the wild cards would be there, and there's always well, I don't care now. So
yeah, I don't think so.
But maybe I wouldn't care if there was none of those wild cards in any of them. But I just feel like, these guys are the guys that are racing every round.
I think Anderson and Craig are good enough to like. I would want to see that.
But because they're doing every round, yeah.
Right.
I think I would too.
I would tune in to see Anderson and versus the rest of the world.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. That's versus the rest of the world. I'm trying to get Jason.
Isn't that kind of what it is?
Yeah.
I'm working on getting Garrett on. Sorry.
But the main thing I was thinking is, like, if you take away those people, then you almost diminish the series. Where if you slowly bring them in every so often, you build the series up. Like this year, we got these top guys. Well, then it's going to bring more spotlight, more sponsors. I mean, you have to.
Okay, but do you feel that it?
Like I do.
I still feel it kind of diminishes the series having them there because they don't want to be at all of them. They're just picking and choosing some random rounds. It's not important enough to actually go to every round.
I mean, I guarantee you half the people, and maybe I'm wrong, but half the people that paid for the streaming service this weekend paid for it because they just wanted to see what Deegs was going to do on a 450.
Yeah, I mean, you very well may be right.
I mean, when I was watching the screen, I was watching for Deegs to see where he was doing.
Were you?
Yeah, I mean, he grabs the screen. He does. Yeah.
All right, our first guest of the night's on the phone, and he's going to be brought to you by Racetech. For over 40 years, Racetech has been supplying the motorcycle industry with high-quality suspension components made right here in the USA. For modern to vintage, Racetech is your go-to source for suspension performance. Racetech.com. Find your local service center and get your suspension. At least get the fluids changed, get it tuned for your weight. Racetech can help you out. Tonight, Racetech brings us factory Monster Energy Kawasaki rider, Garrett Marchbanks. What's up, Garrett?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man. How's that feel? I mean, I know you've done a couple of interviews, but man, full-time 450 deal. How's that feel finally?
Man, it's like a dream come true. I've always dreamed of being on a factory 450 team, but to be with Factory Cowie, I'm super pumped to be here and be riding the bike.
I kind of feel like, I don't know, a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, you were really unsure of what was going to happen. And then I know Mitch Payton went to bat for you big time, and I want to ask you about that in a minute. But to go from being somewhat uncertain of your future to the dream coming true in a matter of a couple months, that's a big swing.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, for me, it was, I was working my butt off to try to just get on the fifth spot with the team at Pro Circuit. And after Washougal, we had some talk, and Mitch went to bat for me. And, I'm super thankful for Mitch for everything he did and be by my side through all of it, and to get re-signed, to have that done. And then to hearing the rumors of potentially be on the 450 taking Prado's spot. I mean, I didn't know how true it was until I was back home doing some deer hunting and got a call for it.
Yeah, that's a good day. Do some deer hunting and then get that call? Damn, not bad.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay, so I got a couple questions with that. First of all, we haven't really heard any details, and I don't know if you want to give them out yet, but I understand right now it's a 1-year deal with an option for 2 and some pretty good bonuses possibly. Can you kind of fill us in on whatever you're willing to?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 1+1 deal. That's what they gave me. And, it's something super similar to what PC gave me originally. It's just the teams give me the opportunity just to show what I can do and see if I'm able to do it. And I'm super excited for it. I'm thankful to even just have the 1 year option with them and to potentially have a second year with them. I'm super pumped with it.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot of work, but I believe with the team I have around me, it's definitely doable.
All right, so let me ask you this. When that deal comes through, it's a dream come true, but there are things to weigh. Thoughts on it? Like, okay, do I really want a 1 year deal? I don't want to be just a fill-in guy. Joey Savacci kind of had a deal like that where then they kind of moved him out of the way, and he kind of lost a year almost. So you could look at it where, is this the best thing for me? You probably had to think about it a little bit. What was that option weighing decision like? Or was it instantly, no, I want this no matter what?
At first it was definitely, yeah, I want it. And then, you start to really think about it and see what's the best possibility for you to have for the next year and the year after that, and, for me, the last couple of years, it's just been 1 year. And, after a while it gets pretty tough to be like that, but also you get kind of used to it. And, I almost want to say once you do it so many times, there's not as much pressure anymore. And I don't know. For me, it was hard to walk away from the 250 deal. It was a great deal. I was riding with a lot of momentum going into this upcoming year with how I rode in outdoors. Besides SMX, just riding with an injury. But, I've been good after that. Knee's good. I feel 100%. But I talked to a lot of people in my corner, and, the best decision for me was just, the move up. I don't know. I really been chasing that lights title dream for a long time. And even though I'm only 24, still young to race it, I think just for me and my size and where I'm at, and for me to have better starts and better results, I think for me, it was to take the opportunity with the 450 side and see what I can do with it.
Okay. Scotty? Sorry.
Yeah, I had a question about that. I just heard on the Re-Raceables podcast, they had Pike on, and he was kind of talking about the same thing where he never had a multi-year deal, and how that was just kind of always in the back of his head his whole time. But it sounds like you're able to just put that behind you because you've done it for so long now. You feel like, it's just not the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's, you should race every year like it's your last year. And, some guys you see, they sign a 2 year deal. They have a rough year after they re-sign something that's 2-3 years long. And then all of a sudden their last year, they turn it up, they get the contract, and then it's kind of a cycle, sometimes with some guys. And for me, I hate that. I don't want to rely on, we got next year, and for me, I like racing, not on the edge, but racing like something's on the line, which it is. And, the show and prove yourself that you can do that, whether you have a 1 year or 2 year every time. I think that shows a lot. And, I've done that the last 2 years of racing. And, no, I mean, yeah, it's stressful. You could put pressure on yourself, or you could take it and, I don't know, race the best you can. That's kind of what I did this year. Was just, I told myself, quit worrying about position so much and just race the best you can. If that's all you do every weekend, that's the best you had, that's all you can do. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't see why you should put pressure on yourself so much. It just mentally drains yourself, and it ruins the season.
Yeah, makes sense. Scotty?
Garrett, obviously the big talking point throughout your 250 career has been, the size on the bike and the starts, and we're all looking forward to seeing what a 450 can do for you in those regards. But what are you looking forward to on the 450 bike-wise, and also with your upcoming competition, the experienced riders and a little bit different kind of race style that they bring?
For me, I'm excited to, hopefully show that I am a good starter. I don't think I've ever been a bad starter. I feel like every year I've raced the 450, I've had good starts. I've been in the top 10 quite a bit on starts on the 450. I don't know. It is definitely nice just riding the bike. You have the power to hit stuff out of turns, three out of turns. It's not as hard on myself. you're not having to worry about so much every lap of being absolutely perfect in turns to get stuff, whether to how other guys are, that weigh 140 pounds. I don't know. For me, I just fit a 450. I feel like the size, the power, the starts, a little bit of just everything. It fits my riding style better. I don't know. I'm really excited for it and looking forward to it.
Okay, so you mentioned a minute ago about, not putting pressure on yourself, and there's no reason to do that, and it could hurt you. But you have to know, and I'm sure, I don't know if you've talked to your new teammate, Chase Sexton, about this, but there is going to be a spotlight on the two of you on this 450 based off of the Jorge Prado results and the Jason Anderson results. Have you thought about that at all? Do you even care? Are you just going to do your own thing?
Take it 1 week at a time.
Yep.
I mean, there's, I think it's an amazing team. Pro Circuit is an amazing team. This Kowie group, they're amazing guys. They've got a bunch of hardworking dudes over here. I think they know what they're doing. I mean, they're all super great. I mean, I don't think we have anything to worry about for bike wise. I mean, for me, riding it's plenty fast enough in Supercross. It has tons of power. I think that's something we don't have to worry about. We watched starts and outdoors this year. There was tons of hole shots by them. I think for me, just being consistent, like I was in outdoors, be consistent in Supercross this year in the 450 class, being there every weekend and, just being solid, being top 10 starting guy and just run up front and getting the hang of the pace.
Okay. Yeah. And that's honestly what I thought you would say about, and I talked to Jason Anderson, a month ago, and he kind of also poo-pooed the lack of power bike situation. He's like, no, man, I don't know what Prado was talking about. Maybe they gave me the fast one, I think was his quote. So he didn't really have anything negative to say about the bike, but I definitely know us in the media, because that's what we do, and fans are going to be like, oh, we're going to be watching for it. But moving on, how much time do you have in Supercross on a 450? Because I don't believe any of your 450 starts were in Supercross.
No, I had one start for Daytona.
That's right.
But I literally had 3 days on the bike. I remember that year I flew back from the West Coast, the East, and got like the flu or something, and literally couldn't even ride for almost 2 weeks before Daytona and rode 3 days and went out there. So it wasn't much Supercross besides our SMX prep we had in 23. But I don't know if you really want to say that was full Supercross. So I'd say now, like, this is my third week on the bike. This has been my, really first time getting the hang of the bike, getting my timing down and stuff and getting super comfortable with it. But no, it's been good. I really like the bike. I don't know. It just gels with me well. Has a lot of power, like I said. And we've been making changes with stuff every other day, and it's been super positive, and I really enjoy it so far.
Okay, so that transition hasn't been difficult. Like you said, figuring out timing on a bigger bike, or it's all been pretty good? Nothing surprised you?
No. I mean, the first 2-3 days, it was definitely like, I wouldn't say it was like, oh my gosh, this is, I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. But it was kind of nice because we rode all the similar tracks the first week that I already rode on this previous year on the 250. So it wasn't like super sketchy for me to figure stuff out. But there was definitely like my second or third day, I actually had to tone the bike down in second gear just because it had so much power in the rhythms out of OJ stuff. So just figuring stuff out like that. And I mean, like I said, I think the power side is great. I like how we have a lot of tools with the team to figure stuff out and change what I want to change. And same with Brock, like having Brock over there as my trainer and the test rider, that helps a lot. And we figure a lot of stuff out. And this is already week 3. We've done some great things with it.
And I want to ask you a little bit more about Brock in just a second. But tonight, Garrett Marchbanks brought to you by Racetech. Don't forget, if you have a 2024 through 2026 Yamaha YZ250F, they have a new air boot with increased power. Check them out, racetech.com. TJ, you're next?
Yeah. Yep. You had brought up being on the factory team and so much resources. I mean, to the layman, and I'll even throw me in there, somebody who's obviously never been on any kind of team, that we see PC as a factory team. Is there a difference? I mean, can Mitch do as much for you as what Kowie can, or is there a noticeable, hey, these guys got a little bit, I wouldn't say deeper pockets, but deeper tools?
I think there's, every team's got their pluses and minuses. I think as a 250 side of things, PC's got everything that you could possibly want, when it comes to, suspension, motors, everything like that. Obviously, in the 250, 450 class, you can't run similar parts, 450
right.
Compare the 450 class. So obviously the 450 side is going to have more special toys compared to the lights bike.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so obviously, like with Kowie, there's some things like when I went out and checked out the shop, there were some things where I was like, oh man, like I didn't think of that, or I've never seen that before. So I think it's kind of hard to really compare those side of things, but I think for Mitch, they've got everything to win titles and do the things they want to do, and I think Kowie's got things to win races and titles also for Chase and I.
Scotty?
Yeah, Garrett, what is the differences that you're going to have to prepare for in training wise, and the fact that you're going to do 17 rounds rather than, one coast or the other? Has that played a factor in your regiment and what you're kind of working for cardio wise, or is it kind of just the same as usual?
We've upped a couple things. I've always kind of had a pretty high volume workout and schedule just from the previous years from racing the 450 class at club. And so we're not changing a crazy amount, just little things here and there. I think the only thing really different is, we're riding an extra 5 to 10 minutes of moto at the test track on 20-minute motos to get prepared for that. Last year I did quite a bit of 20s on the 250 side, so it's nothing too crazy. The really change, I think now it's just, you almost want to ride maybe not as much, but the less time you're riding, it's going to be more precise training. Just because it's such a long season, you're not going to ride as much as the lights bike, just because you're racing, 8 more rounds than the 250 guys. So, I don't know. I just say it's more of a off day build, that you'll be doing more of than riding.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you'll have to look more to different kinds of setups and stuff with the differences in tracks being later in this show and more broken down? Do you think that will play a factor, something that you'll have to get used to?
I think so. I mean, my plan is to go try some East Coast dirt at some point during the season of Supercross, just to go get a good setting. I learned that a lot this year just with outdoors. We were constantly changing the bike we rode Fox Raceway for 3 months straight during outdoors. So you could have my bike felt super good during outdoors, through the first 3 rounds because I rode West Coast. But as soon as we went to the East, the bike was completely different. So, once we kind of got the Millville, we had a separate setting to run for those style tracks. So I think this year with the 450, we're going to go do some testing for Supercross and outdoors, go get a setting for that style of dirt. So we have 2 settings in the back of our pocket. So when it comes to riding tracks like Daytona or Detroit or whatever, we have a setting to go to.
All right. Yeah, that sounds really smart. Is Brock Tickle your on the bike and off the bike trainer? Is that who you're working with full time?
So Brock is on the bike trainer. I work with Troll Training, Alex Martin.
Okay. You're still a Troll.
The bike. Cool. Yeah. So I'm still a Troll. It's been super good. Those two actually work together and help. They just kind of communicate for what I'm doing on and off the bike. And they just kind of communicate. They talk once, twice a week on things and what Brock's saying at the track. And he'll call, Alex and be like, hey, this is what we did today. This is how he's feeling. Maybe try this or that.
Yeah.
It's been super good. I really love it. Alex has been super supportive. Same with Brock. Brock's been amazing. And same with the team. But those two, they put a lot of work towards me, and I'm super pumped to have them in my corner.
Yeah, and John Westlane with Troll Training is amazing too. So, yeah, really, that's a good group to have for sure.
Yeah, no, it's a great group.
Just a couple more. I've got a couple listener questions for you. Your overall 2025 season, 5th in Supercross West, 3rd outdoors, 8th SMX. Honestly, you rode really well. You had a good season. I mean, honestly, your outdoor season was fantastic. And you passed, as I know it's been joked about, more riders than anybody else on the track all year. When you look back at your 25 overall, are you happy with it?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I just feel like Supercross, I was really looking forward to having a killer year. Just kind of sucks how it started and how halfway it went. Just with injury and just not being, I don't know. It just wasn't the year at first that I was wanting, and I was really upset about it. And that one kind of really bothered me all year, just how I rode in Supercross, because I knew how good I was on it. And I didn't show that until Seattle and the rest of the year. And I really feel like if I would have fixed that earlier or started like I did towards the end, I think it would have been that much better of a year for me. But I mean, also I can't really hate. I got a career number with it.
Yeah.
Had an amazing outdoor year. I was honestly really pumped with that. Just really bummed with how many 4th places I got. Missed the podium by a tire or 1 point. So that really sucked. But besides that, I mean, I don't know. It's like you're happy one moment, but the competitive side of it, you're still pissed off that you didn't get that. I don't know. I think it was really awesome. I'm just kind of bummed with SMX just because I really feel like the momentum was on my side. I felt really good going into it. And the kind of crash how I did was just kind of a freak till, and the dislocate my kneecap really sucked. So I didn't really feel like myself until really Vegas, but Vegas, I really only felt like I was 80%. So it was kind of hard to really have a good SMX and good ending to it. But it was, honestly, the year was good. I'm happy with how I rode. I was happy I finished the year out healthy and I wasn't jacked up. And no, it was a good. I'd say like scale 1 to 10, it was probably an 8.5.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad. But yeah, of course, you guys always want more. Even probably if you win a title, you're like, well, I could have done this better. So you're never, to be a champion, you're never going to be completely happy with yourself anyway. So yeah, an 8.5, we can live with that. I have one more question, then a couple listener questions, and I haven't heard anything about a gear deal yet. Do you have anything done that you can tell us about? Do you know where you're leaning?
Gear, we just signed it today. We'll be officially with FXR.
Nice.
Some other things we're still figuring out, but as of now, gear, I'm pumped to be with FXR. They've been an amazing group of guys. I really love the guys at FXR, and I'm super pumped to be back with them.
Yeah, Andy and Brad sponsor this show, so we're stoked to have you along with Malcolm Stewart. What'd you have, TJ?
Well, does that make us all team members?
Yes, we are. So when you win the title this year, don't forget to invite us up on the podium, man. We're all part of the same team.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
So you have been part of like cover shots, been part of like the intro shots for multiple bikes and multiple teams and all this kind of stuff. How weird was it to just only have a picture of you standing next to the motorcycle?
A lot of people are like, oh, he got robbed. He should have been in Hawaii and stuff. For me, like, I was happy with where I was at. I mean, I am blessed to be with Factory Kawasaki 450.
Right.
It doesn't matter with photos and all that stuff. I mean, for me to be signed to an amazing team like this, I mean, it doesn't bother me at all.
Well, I didn't mean as far as like feeling like you were shafted. We obviously would know you weren't. I just meant just like not having to go do the photo shoot, not having to deal with that stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, for me, it didn't bother me at all.
Gotcha.
Obviously, I would love to have all my stuff done and have photo shoots and everything, but it's all right with me.
It probably brought more press to your gear deal.
All right.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay, so I'm looking through the listener questions, and one of them was I stole Chase Bailey 918's gear question. He asked about the gear, so I'll give you credit for that, Chase Bailey. Then Lou My Austin want to know what the toughest part of your program is mentally, but you kind of already talked about the mental side and not putting pressure on yourself. So I'm going to do Cole Christensen wants to know, what were a couple of your favorite tracks growing up?
I mean, we had a really sweet track back home next door, Iron Horse Raceway. I was super pumped to be able to grow up and ride stuff like that. I was super thankful that they allowed me to ride out there. It's the track that everyone gets to ride right before Salt Lake by the river.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
Utah. Yes, I was thinking that was in Utah.
Yeah, that one. Preston, Idaho is always sweet. RMX runs that. That track was always super fun to ride. Man, tracks back home. It's kind of rough because growing up as an amateur, unless you were there on the weekends, the tracks were good, but I was always gone and had to ride like through the week. The tracks were always bone dry.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was some other ones like OCA. It was just a local member track. That one was fun at times. But honestly, like a track I really loved and like raced, even besides, was the original Ironman track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like, I don't know why they had a regional there in 2017. I did a regional there. It was the old layout, and that was before they added all the dumb mulch and stuff in it. And just all these tracks are ruining the tracks with mulch. I don't know why they're doing it, but that was the sweetest layout. Like, I wish they never changed it. That was by far the sweetest layout I've ever raced on.
All right, that's a good list.
I forgot that, like, when you first came in as a pro, it was like a big deal in Utah and all that area, and then nobody ever talks about it anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Last question. This is just sort of.
He doesn't care.
He's like, "What are you talking about, man?"
No. I lost you for a second. I'm so sorry. I wasn't ignoring you.
Oh no, I was saying that when you first came in as a pro, you heard Utah constantly. It was Utah,
about
Utah.
Garrett, yeah,
and then now, like, nobody ever brings it up anymore.
No, it's rare. Like the Utah guys, it's just me and Brown. I mean, there was only two of us that really came into it from 2018 to 2019. I think he went pro. So,
right.
I mean, besides that, we've had some good local guys, but we haven't had anyone like crazy since then. So I'm really hoping there's some good guys that come out of Utah again.
Well, the problem is you have so many awesome places to go free ride. Nobody wants to worry about racing.
Yeah, no, I know. There's there's sweet trail riding out there. I absolutely love it whenever I want to go ride it. But half the time when I go home in the off time, I just want to hang out and just chill on my boat.
Sure. Yeah. You guys do enough riding throughout the year. We're going to close this thing out with a kind of a fun question that Parks Rev 66 from Instagram asked, does pineapple belong on pizza?
No, that's nasty.
I'm with you. Anybody else in studio? Thoughts?
I love pineapple.
On pizza?
Yep, with jalapeno.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, Garrett, TJ is our weird guy on the show.
I have had it. It is delicious. Okay. Yeah. I would never like order it. It was like just one there.
Yeah.
But Garrett, don't let Dark fool you. Like, he eats like just plain burgers. He doesn't
meat and cheese only, bro.
He doesn't eat any vegetables. Only. He's like so difficult to go out to eat with.
It's not that difficult.
I mean, if I'm getting a burger, I get no condiments on it. I hate it. I hate ketchup. I hate mustard. I hate mayonnaise. I pretty much do the same thing. I mean, I like pickles, tomato, onion.
He said no.
I like that stuff.
No, Garrett.
See, that's okay, Garrett.
Why?
Nothing tastes better than...
You got to have some veggies and stuff on it. Like, get some flavor out of it.
The flavor's the meat.
You were about to say nothing tastes better than meat.
I'll say it. Go ahead. Anybody can record this. Nothing tastes better than meat. I'm weird, Garrett.
Are you sure about that? You like just meat?
I like just meat, Garrett. A little cheese on top, man.
You can check that out.
No, it's fine. They can clip it all they want, I'm sure. All right, Garrett. Hey,
you said it, not me.
Yeah, it's fine. I've said it before. It's whatever, man. People can make fun of me.
What about with hot dogs? You just like a raw dog?
Just a raw dog.
Raw dog, Garrett. Raw dog, man.
You don't even put ketchup on it?
No. Yeah, okay. I will eat ketchup on a hot dog.
Okay, good Lord.
But yeah, I mean, you don't put lettuce and tomato on a steak because it's perfect.
No, but I'll eat. But I get a side salad.
No, but a steak
is different than
you get
hamburger.
It plain. You get it with dude, you're gonna just eat a plain steak.
Actually,
I'm gonna eat a plain hamburger too.
When I cook steak, I like having like a chimichurri sauce or like some kind of like something to go on top of it. It'd be good.
All right, Garrett doesn't care about our eating habits, but dude, thanks for jumping on here tonight, man. I really appreciate it. Tell Phil to F off, and we love him, but F off.
Yeah, that's a normal conversation. Every time we say bye on the phone, that's how it is.
Yeah, of course.
So.
All right, Garrett, dude, we're looking forward to 26 and seeing you on a 450, man. Congratulations on the dream coming true.
Thank you so much, and talk to you guys soon. Have a great night.
All right, you too, buddy. See ya.
All right, bye.
That is Garrett Marchbanks tonight, brought to you by Race Tech. That was a good interview. Yeah.
I made a steak.
He thought I was, he didn't agree with my eating habits either.
No, nobody does. That's weird.
I would say nobody, but
Yeah, you're right. You're right. First graders.
Along with a lot of other things, I can admit my not even shortcomings. I can admit
I'm short.
that it's odd. It's not
I
normal.
admit that I'm
Kind
short.
of like the thing with pets. I know I am in the minority. I understand that.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, I am.
No, you're in the right.
I am in the right,
You're in
but
the right.
but it's the minority.
Hey, I bet you if Darkside was like raised nowadays, he would like be one of those kids that only eats chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Do you like chicken nuggets?
But I'm saying like, he'd be one of those kids like, I only want chicken nuggets. I have a friend whose kids, his daughter, will eat almost nothing but chicken nuggets.
People always say that like, oh, just wait till you have kids. It's hard to get them to eat anything. I'm like,
Yeah.
No, you just don't feed them. That's what
yeah, like they'll get hungry enough. Well, they'll eat a damn piece of lettuce. Like,
I don't know. Like, I think I've said this on this show before. My mom would say, well, you're not getting down from the table until you eat those green beans or that squash. I'm like, I guess I'm sitting here until it was bedtime. I just went to bed without eating. I would not eat it because it's those things. Like, I know it sounds drastic, but there are certain things, especially squash and spinach, that were just absolutely disgusting to me.
To you,
not
gross.
eating it.
Like I was cooked carrots. That was mine. But still, like when the kids didn't, if I had, my kids would never have got away with that. They only want chicken nuggets.
I mean, okay, I can understand like yes, just warming up a can of peas is fucking gross. But like, if I was to make like a fresh salad
peas are gross. Completely.
Right, but if I was to like actually like cook a dish that had vegetables in it and like I don't know, like you can make them taste good.
Yes,
yes.
But not
You're
peas.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Or cooked
All
carrots.
right.
Yeah.
Maybe I've said this too before, because I feel like we've had these
Yeah,
conversations so many times.
but it's probably once a week we get into
a
food.
stew with green beans and carrots, but because it tastes. Remember I've talked about texture, right? Texture is really big to me. But when it says stew, it's all soft and it tastes like the stew, so it's fine.
So do you like
I will eat peas. I agree they're disgusting, but I will smother them in some grill your ass off or something like that. Like
I don't know if it,
or like chicken pot
Cajun
pie? Chicken pot pie has peas and carrots.
I
in it.
like chicken pot pie.
Okay, okay.
But again, they're softer.
Yeah,
and
that's
they don't
fair.
taste like themselves. If that makes sense,
I will give you that.
pot
That's
pies
fair.
are gross.
So you like a chili with like peppers and stuff cooked into it?
I can
you'll
do
eat
that as long as it's as long
Or
as
like
I'm
taco-
not
like
crunching.
taco
I don't
meat
like the crunch.
taco meat
Yes,
with stuff
that's
in
fine.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, that's fine.
but but yeah, putting a fresh piece of lettuce on my burger ruins it for me.
Okay, I will meet you halfway there.
All right.
I'll give you that.
Extra tomatoes and pickles.
That would be even worse. I'd eat the lettuce before the tomatoes and the pickles.
Oh, I love tomatoes.
I don't like pickles, but
Yeah, I
I
don't
do
either.
like everything else.
And then it's a texture thing, and it's also a flavor thing with those. I know I'm weird, man. I don't.
I just
it
feel
is-
like
I don't know how you're not.
I just feel like for actually
a millennial.
I'm gonna be kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like
I think you are.
I think it's because I'm a little bit like TJ in this regard. Like the burger costs the same whether I get the
Yeah.
veggies and
Oh,
stuff
I
on
don't
it or
care about
not.
the price.
It's if I'm paying for it, I might as well eat the
Honestly,
veggies.
I'd be willing to pay a couple extra bucks for you to take that crap off.
No, but you get ripped. It's like you said. I've said this before. And that's why you bring it up. Is like they don't give you discount for
No.
taking
Yeah.
stuff off.
But I don't like that
So at
stuff.
least
So what am I supposed to do?
Just get it on the side and throw
Throw
it away.
Just,
Yes.
just for the.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'd rather you not
Hey,
do
there's
that.
always a homeless guy on the out
Yeah.
there. Here's
You
my
want-
lettuce.
Here's
You
a
want-
bag of
just throw it.
crap.
Yeah. Rabbit food.
Okay, we need to do X brand tear offs. I feel like there was something else I was getting ready to say about that. I don't know.
That I'm also-
There's more food
We
stuff.
don't. You are not on the correct show, sir. We don't do X brand tear offs. We do X brand emails.
I do that every time, don't I?
Yeah.
Well,
well,
we could do X brand tear offs.
Yeah.
Real quick, I do want to thank
You're welcome.
my buddy, Dan Colvin, Toolman Dan, owner of DCMX Tools. I did get a new toolbox recently
Oh, that's
that
why
I
they call him
paid for.
Tool Man. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Really?
I had no clue.
I don't have time to play the idiot drop, but yes, that's why. Because he owns a tool. He worked for Snap-on for a long time.
Yeah,
and he
that's what,
started his
that's
own.
what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did work for Snap-on, and then he started his own
Is that
DCMX.
was that my cue to show the picture?
Yes. So I recently bought a toolbox from him. It came in a couple days ago.
Yeah.
It's
Those are-
awesome.
Those are
That
cool
thing's
looking.
sweet.
The guys, actually, I think it's just one guy. His buddy owns Vision Moto, like a graphics company, and he stickered it up for me. And
Half
you can
evil.
buy this same toolbox. It's on the screen right now if you're watching on YouTube. It's a 4-drawer with the top box. It's a Trek box.
I like the little shelf thing on it.
Yeah, it's really
that
cool.
is cool.
And he had another one that's a little, I think it's a 3-drawer, and it came with all the tools, like a bunch of tools. I don't know
cool.
what brand, for like $300. So they got to be a lower, but it's just a really affordable
That's awesome.
track toolbox.
Because Snap-on is not affordable.
I didn't need tools because I already
don't
have
buy
a track
Snap-on.
box that's falling apart. So it's like, I just want the box. So I got this 4-drawer that's on the screen right now. But if you guys are looking for tools, I also bought
You just paid for this. How much is that retail for that box?
I got a little bit of a discount, so I don't know what it retails for. But I think I paid around $300, $350.
That's not bad.
And then I also bought one of his.
Not something that like built that well.
Yeah, I also bought one of his torque wrenches.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
I got a nice deal on all that. So if you guys are looking for track toolboxes and you want it, stickered up with your graphics, I put the MotoXpod logo on there.
y'all get them with that on there.
You can.
Yeah.
I mean, they're available through DCMX and Vision Moto, and just go follow those guys. DCMX Tools on Instagram. Vision, I think it's Vision Moto _co or something like that is the graphics company.
Yeah.
He's kind of a startup graphics guy. So if you guys are looking, we don't have an official graphics company. Decal Works does my bike stuff. But if you're looking for
No
somebody to do
more
your
perm
graphics,
lords.
check out Vision.
Yeah.
So
May not win races, but I have a custom graphic toolbox.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It looks good. Okay. X Brand emails, not tear-offs.
Yes.
With X Brand goggles, vision is your advantage. Engineered for clarity, comfort, and durability, X Brand goggles keeps your focus sharp through roost, rain, and ruts, all of which I had to deal with at Monster Mountain, and we will get to that towards the end of the show. Trusted by champions, built for every rider. I am not a champion. I am every rider. Crystal clear optics, all-day comfort, and zero distractions. Ride with X Brand because every second counts. EKSbrand.com. Okay, let me pull these up. You don't want to speak it on the show, whatever you're dealing with?
No, I just realized I forgot to do my job.
What job? Oh, keeping timestamps?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
that was only like the second one.
He
And I know when
he
the
has
first.
to do it himself 99% of the time because you're never here.
It's just like a little cherry on top when you're here.
Yeah, yeah. We'll figure it out.
I'm
I'm pulling up the emails, guys. Give me okay.
Everybody likes cherries.
All right. First email that I have here is from Vince Pale, T-Bolt USA.
Vince.
He wants to know, how is the new YZ250F and why is it the best bike ever? All right. So I did pick up my new Yamaha YZ250F last weekend at Monster Mountain. I am 100% in love with it. Love it. I always thought I would hate dropping down to the 250.
Yeah.
I know I've mentioned on here that I rode one at Club and I loved it. I also rode Kiefer's XPR Honda when I was out there in California. I loved it. It's tracking. This bike is so much fun. It doesn't feel like it's going to get away from me like the 450 did at times because of my lack of ability. There was nothing on that track or at Club when I rode that I was willing to jump that I couldn't jump, if that makes sense.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's always more fun when it's a car saying to drive a slow car fast than to drive a fast car slow.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
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 If you're in a Lamborghini going down like some canyon roads where there's way more power than you could ever handle.
Yeah, it's
like
harder.
Like a GT3 RS, you know what I mean, or something like that. Or if you're in which Miata is the answer to everything, but if you're in a Miata and you're carving through there, it's just more fun. And it's the same way on the bikes. I think that's what my love for like pit bikes and stuff is about. That's a good question for Vince because he's sells pit bike parts.
I do, like, whenever I do ride a pit bike, I feel like a friggin' pro. Like, you can just wide open. I can rail corners. That all kind of stuff. I can throw it sideways, scrub over. Yeah. I feel you. I like riding your 250F in the woods. I think that I would having a 450 in the woods is kind of a nightmare, but a 250 in the woods is great. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the 450, the Yamaha 450. I think it's the FX is the off-road version.
Yeah.
That was fine because of the way
it was tuned.
With the wide ratio transmission.
I would say the bigger transmission.
Yeah, it was actually fine. But I still like the 250 FX better.
Right. But like on a moto track, I like having the lug of a 450, but I probably would be faster on a 250F.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So and we're going to talk about my Monster Mountain experience towards the end of the show. But yeah, thanks for asking, Vince.
I spent years riding a YZ 125 with the 140 kit.
I remember.
Because it was just fun.
Yeah. feel fast on a 125.
Yeah, because you're working so
Yeah.
hard to go nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, we got another email here from Cole Christensen. I hope I'm saying that right. Christensen. He says, hey guys, big fan of the show. Sending much love to the East Texas Moto people from here in southern Utah. Which he sent in a question for Garrett. So I am stoked that some of y'all, in parentheses dark, also enjoy plain burgers. Then he says, I have a top 5 for y'all. That is, so he's thanking me basically for liking plain burgers. And he has a suggestion for the top 5 to come up. I think we did this a long time ago, but he wants to know, what are the top 5 bikes you've owned?
I think I've only owned 5 bikes.
All right, well, we can still do our top.
Okay.
We'll try to do that. And
I think we've done that before.
I think we have, but he hasn't heard it. So,
now.
so let's do it again for people that haven't heard it. But he goes on to say, he's going to go ahead and give his top 5. We'll just do it now.
Okay.
Or do you want to save it for next week?
Your show.
Go ahead.
Let's do it now. Okay. For me, it has been number 5, my 24 Beta 250 RR being the first and only bike I've bought new. Number 4, my 04 KTM 250 SX that I bought for $1,300 and became the starting point for when I started flipping bikes, not backflips. I guess reselling, flipping. Number 3, my 19 KX 450. No specific reason, just really liked the bike.
That was a good bike. That was Air Force, right? Or was it?
In 19?
19.
Yeah,
Did
maybe?
they have the PSF 1? Or that was 17?
Yeah,
Sorry, go
you
ahead.
know better than me. Anyway.
That was a good front end.
Number 2, my 16 RMZ. So the same as now, 250. The only 250F I've ever owned. Being down on power and turning as sharp as a knife, it was an absolute blast to ride. And number 1, my current bike, my 21 CRF 450 RX. I've only had it for a few weeks at this point, but the bike is a fairly mellow 450 and does both desert and motocross very well. And I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Now, what is y'all? So next week, we're going to do our top 5. We want our listeners to send in their top 5s. If you did it in the past, do it again. Let's get a good list. We can talk about that next week. I know I have a couple of others here. I got to find them. So HTM Savage sent one, and I don't have it. Okay, let me ask you this, because we have another one I do have in front of me. Brian wants to know, what races and or events will you guys be doing next year in 26? Is there anything standing out that, like, hey, I would like to do this next year? I know, like, this year, TJ, you want to do Ironman, but I didn't go. I'm going to make a real push to go to Ironman next year. But are there some things on your lists that, like...
Mine
to ride?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess you could
bike.
do to go, but I'm thinking, yes, to ride.
I don't even know what that's like anymore. It's so long.
Okay, you go first, TJ. I'm going to try to find this other
honestly, for the next at least few years, I see most of my focus going to be going to free ride places, because I never got to do that. We don't have that here where we are, and I am all about just going out places, going to like national forest, traveling. Like, that's all I want to do. I want to go to Little Sahara. I've never got a chance to go there.
Is that the one in Oklahoma?
Yeah, the sand dunes.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
If you were in the group message,
how many acres is that? Do you know, or square miles? Like, any idea?
It's pretty
huge.
big.
It's big.
Like, it's not like, oh, well, there's the edge right there. I can go over there and I come right back.
Not as far as I know. I'm about to find out.
I've heard it's pretty big too.
She said. Well, one of the things that it's still kind of tentative. It sounds like I'm going to be able to do it, but I got to put all the, dot the I's and mark the T's or whatever you say.
Cross the T's.
Yeah, whatever.
1,600 acres.
Okay.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, 1,600 acres.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
That's what she said.
Where it looks like I'm going to be doing a...
That's what she said.
Okay. It looks like I'm going to be doing a 10-day ride in Chile, where we're going to be on like BMW, like adventure bike kind of things. Like
I got invited on
that.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if you're going to be able to go or not.
I didn't know if we had a date yet. Or,
he's not now.
It's like October next year.
Yeah, but okay.
So like I said, it's very tentative. Like it's just
take GoPros and
some
content for the website.
Wait, that was going to be the plan. The guy that's getting us into it, the guy that got him into it is a videographer. So like the whole thing is going to be like a whole like video production basically, and it's like I think it's like.
It's taking you a long time to say this.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you asked what I was looking forward to.
I'm
next
still
year.
listening.
It's like several thousand kilometers. It'll take 10 days. Some of it'll be.
So a long trip
That's cool.
through the jungle.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
But what are you going to do like local? Like that's actually going to happen?
That is going to happen. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And other than that, I would like to just get my bike running and ride.
Yeah, I would. I'd like to see you ride again.
Yeah, you want to help me fix my bike?
Like, would you do Ironman if we could set that up and like
Hell
you could
yeah.
go? Okay.
Well, no.
I'm gonna try to get Steve to go.
I don't want to go
year.
to. I don't want to go to a national and ride. That sounds gay. Like, no. Yes, I would go.
Electric bike class? Do they have electric bike class?
By gay, you mean happy and fun?
No,
yes.
Like homosexual.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. So I don't know why you guys are.
Yeah.
So anyway. So you guys would go because
So
I am going to try to get. I'm going to challenge.
Yeah,
So I'm going to be on
going.
Pulp MX on December 2nd.
Yeah.
Or 3rd, 2nd, and I'm going to challenge him to go to Ironman with me.
Is this the GNCC?
Yes.
Yes, I would.
Bike class.
I don't know.
You just
I
said
don't know
you-
if it matters. Like I don't know.
No, that's what I want to do. Something
So
like
it is gay.
I mean, would an e-bike go for a full 2 hours?
No.
that. I mean, well, my bike has hot swappable batteries. I can get about 2 hours. I get an hour and 45
You think you could do
minutes.
2 hours? Like, so that's what, 45 miles?
How long were the laps at that last one we went to? They
9
were
miles.
9 miles. I did 2.5 laps, and I still had battery left over. So basically, I did 25 miles.
Okay. Well, you guys would be in there.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in.
So this isn't like this guy's just asking. There's some events like that. Obviously, I'm going to do probably Anaheim or Anaheim 2. Supercross going to do Dallas, Houston, Birmingham, Nashville. Possibly we talked about, I don't know, one other one. I told Lewis that I want to do an MXGP with him, and he suggested Trentino in Italy.
That'd be cool.
So that's something I want to do. And then I would like to do a Canadian round of nationals. Maybe if I can get Steve to go to one, like meet him up there or something. But I do want to do one of those. Noof and Galdi invited me to come up, stay with them or whatever. So those are some things I'd like to do.
Yes.
Ironman's definitely on the list. And we are going to figure out a way to make an RV trip back to Monster Mountain at some point.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to doing press again in Arlington and Houston.
Yeah.
Probably Birmingham.
Yep, that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot they had Houston this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So we got some good rounds
Houston
here. But
before Arlington. So
yeah, those are some of the rounds coming up. Let me text Korie real quick, let her know, and then I have one more email. Well, let me read it, and you guys can discuss while
Okay.
I text her. I got to remember where. Oh, it was in the email. Yeah, it was in emails. Okay. HTM Savage 151. Hey, Darkside and the kids. Hope you boys are well. So I keep seeing a lot of people complain about the lack of sound from a Stark on a track. People like to argue it is dangerous. I feel that sound really shouldn't be an issue. I feel I can usually feel if someone is near me and I mark people in corners. I don't know why this is an issue. And to back up my claim, Ashley Feilich has 4 championships. P.S. The MotoXpod has the best intro song in MotoPods. Well, you got to thank Daniel Blair and Main Event for that. That's their song, but thank you. Go ahead while
Real quick, y'all have ridden with me, and I'm on my electric bike. Has it ever messed with you at all?
yeah, you jumped over 4 lanes, and I had no idea you were there, and you almost took my front tire out.
Well, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, and I had no idea it was coming.
I was trying to freeze you.
Yeah,
on
you
that
did.
one, yeah.
You definitely did.
So you have noticed like
I have. There's been a couple of times like when I'm riding, I usually ride the intermediate expert group, and I'm definitely not the fastest, but I'm not usually the slowest either. And so I try to hold my line very well. There has been a couple times, especially on like tighter tracks, like the night track out of Swan, where it's real short and everybody's kind of bunched up together. There was a guy on a Stark one time, the guy that I just didn't know he was there, and like almost like jumped kind of over me, kind of thing, and it was a little scary just because I had no idea he was there. So I don't think it's like something that I just like refuse to do and think it's just a giant issue, but also at the same time I have noticed a little bit where it's like, oh, where did he come from? Like,
yeah. And so for me, I have a horn on my bike. It's not like something loud, it's just a little horn. Because exactly. Yeah. So when I'm around people who don't know I'm there, but the reason why I asked y'all because y'all know I'm on the track. Like know, hey, there's an electric bike out here.
Yeah.
And so you do.
You just use the horn like he'll wait till like I'm in the middle of a rut and hit the horn, and I'm like, oh,
you
and
definitely startled me because I didn't know you were necessarily there or whatever. I mean, you might change a line going down the straightaway, start to drift over, and not realize the start coming up behind you is way faster, and he's there. I mean, it's definitely startled me on some tracks where there's been electric bikes. I've had it happen a few times.
As somebody who's rides an electric bike, you have to ride different.
Yeah.
Like you have to
prepare for them to not know you're there.
I use a lot of the skills that I use riding a street bike in cars with people texting. On the it's like
you learn. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, I grew up riding motorcycles my whole life, so that kind of translates to this.
That's fair.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, I don't know. I would say I'm fairly aware, but I've been startled. But I've also been startled being on a track like at Glen Helen with
somebody
the top
fast.
pros, and they come out of nowhere. You think you know where they are, and all of a sudden they're there.
Yeah.
If there was no sound, that could be even worse. So. I mean, I definitely see it as an issue. Not everybody's even that aware necessarily, HTM. So, yeah, it could. And in Supercross, I don't really ride Supercross, right? So maybe you're not as aware as on a motocross track that's more opened up. I don't know.
You ride with headphones.
Yeah, but I can still hear some sound.
I got you.
So I can hear when people are coming up behind me. But
do you race with headphones?
Oh yeah, I was rocking out all weekend. 9 motos.
Wait, that's an AMA, that was an AMA race. Oh.
So you got through like one. You got through like one Tool song.
Sometimes, sometimes if it's a 9-minute like Tool song for sure. Okay, so we've got Korie Steede in just a few minutes. Let's do the Grill Your Ass Off read. We'll read a few of the Discords. Grill Your Ass Off, bring the heats. Do you love to grill and cook? Grill Your Ass Off is a veteran-owned seasoning company that manufactures some of the best flavors this great country has ever known. Every Grill Your Ass Off item is made in Texas with pride. Each product sold proudly supports a true nonprofit organization or event. Whether you're grilling up some chicken breast, baking pork chops, or boiling shrimp, Grill Your Ass Off has seasoning for the occasion. Visit grillyourassoff.com and use promo code DarksideMX3, all caps, to save 20%. Lewis had mentioned that he likes garlic. So I sent him some of the Platoon Sergeant salt, pepper, garlic, and he said it's a game changer. Literally what he told me. It's a game changer.
Did you say it like how he did?
I can't.
Ah.
I wish I could do an accent. I can't. But check it out. If you like seasoning, like to cook, hit them up. Use my code. Save you some money. You will not be disappointed. So I bring the heat this week. I did have anything really other than the normal stuff, traffic and drive-thrus, that upset me. But I have
one when we get to it.
Okay, yeah, let's do these from Discord. We'll talk to Korie, and we'll get back to this. We're going to go.
No, we won't. But
we will. We're going to do Korie Steede, Justin Starling back-to-back, and then we're going to close out with all our segments. This is top 5. This is top 5. Okay, Dog Lover 136 from Discord. That's Faith. My bring the heat is the kiosks at a Del Taco near me. I couldn't go through the drive-thru because I had some special requests on the orders I got. It took me like 15 to 20 minutes. It felt like just to order the damn food. She said, dang. There were no cashiers or people willing to help me figure something out. I would scroll down to the category of food, try and select it, then it would select something random. Apparently, I selected 2 waters. I only thought I tapped water once. I also got 2 times the fries I wanted. What happened to humans being cashiers, accepting orders? Not every job needs to have a self-serve kiosk. There needs to be people in a job just to help customers with these dumb tablets. Hang on. I responded, I blame Scotty. She said he doesn't even work at Del Taco. 2 smiley faces or laughing emojis. I said, that we know of. I still think he's at fault. Garrett Rockley, MX Nut 23 responds, I hate kiosks. I won't go to any place that has them. With as long as it takes to figure out the damn menu, you can sit down to have a meal at a regular restaurant. Okay, that is the Bring the Heats from our Discord. You can get to our Discord from the MotoXpod.com website.
I have a random question that to answer this. How old is she? Like our age or
no? I
age?
think I don't know for sure. I think she's probably early to mid 20s.
The reason why is that we have those kiosks is because of.
Is she in the chat?
I don't think so.
I meant to say that you couldn't really do. Are you able to do the chat?
No, he's been doing it. He's on his phone.
Even though I told him not to be on his phone. Cool.
Yeah, he didn't listen. And I've told the
You're
chat.
fired.
And
You're fired.
The chat is encouraging him. So they're just as bad as he is.
It hasn't been that bad. I've been doing it discreetly.
Yeah.
I've been doing it mostly when you're on camera.
He's the number one replier on.
That's
on
not
here.
from tonight.
Okay. Anyway, kiosk and Faith.
It has to do.
Channel is. Go.
It has to do with minimum wage and raising minimum wage, taking away entry level jobs, and people and the business just can't afford to pay somebody $15 an hour to take your order. So
what's funny is they'll have the kiosk and then they'll still ask for a tip.
Yeah.
So like, would you like to tip $1 or raise, or the one that drives me nuts is like, they try to make you feel bad, and it's like, would you like to round up for the Children's Miracle Network or the St. Jude's or whatever? Which I support I like to support all those things, but what they've already paid those charities. Mm-hmm. They're not giving them any more money because you give them $1 or not. They've already made their donation, and then they'll use their donation as, we've donated all this money, and then they're just trying to get you to pay them back for it.
Oh,
so it's not like your money's actually. I mean, I guess in a way it is, but they're going to pay
in a roundabout way. But
whether you give them money or not, they're still paying that to St. Jude's.
So it's not like they spent some money and then we give them some money and they give more. It's
right. They're going to spend that. They're going to spend.
They're like, hey, we're going to give like $1 million, and then they're going to try to get as much
to
of that
guilt trip
back.
me, and then they'll get it all back.
I wonder if that's tax beneficial. Can I do that?
Yeah, probably.
I need more tax write-offs.
But I don't really like. I've never really messed with the kiosk too much. I've never really encountered it.
Yeah.
I do like in some instances. There's some I do like self checkout, and I do like I like using an app. Sometimes I have like Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's or like Sonic. I do like the apps on some of those because you can like customize stuff. I realize that I'm wrapping it up, but yes, I do like those.
Okay, we're going to get back to the break, grill your ass off, bring the heat in a minute, but our next guest of the night is on the phone, and she's going to be brought to you tonight by Guts Racing. Grip, control, confidence. Elevate your ride with Guts Racing seat covers. Trusted by top pros and everyday riders alike, designed for maximum traction and durability. Guts seat covers keep you locked in when the track gets rough and the stakes get high. Built to last, made to win. Upgrade now at gutsracing.com. Let them know the MotoXpod sent you. Tonight, Guts Racing brings us from the Rockstar Husqvarna team, 2025 WXC champion, 2025 U.S. Sprint Enduro Women's champion, Korie Steede. What's up, Korie?
How's it going, boys?
It's going good. It's going good. I am excited to talk to you. These are your first titles, right?
Yeah, I mean, in the women's pro class, yep. And then in the youth class, I won the women's class 2 years in a row, but yeah, this is like my first year, snagging my professional titles. Well,
first things first, congratulations on a hell of a year. It's got to feel good, and I want to get into all that. I mean, really, over the last couple of years, I was looking back at the results. You've been, second, third, a lot. Rachel Archer, your nemesis, has won some titles, but and you were behind by a little bit going into the final round at Ironman, weren't you?
Yeah, so going into the final round, I had to win and she had to get third. So it was like a super high stress situation, like leading into the weekend, like just being there and having everyone come up to me and like, oh, like it's a big weekend, like just everyone has like their 2 cents, which obviously doesn't help when it's already a high stress situation. But all in all, like it literally couldn't have played out any better. I had a little luck on my side, and then man, I rode my heart out that whole race, and I wasn't letting her have it again,
Yeah, you retired her. She announced she was going home after that. No more Rachel Archer.
I guess I know. I couldn't let her go home with this last title,
Yeah, no, she's been on the show a few times. She's really cool, but no, I was really stoked to see you get this thing. And I mean, what a season. Both those titles I talked about. Also, you were on the U.S. Women's World Trophy team at ISDE, and I think you got third overall or second overall. And the team won the title. So just as a whole, was there anything different this year that you did differently, or just the cards kind of fell where they did and it finally all came together?
Yeah, honestly, the cards kind of fell in place finally. Like the last 3 years, I had been leading like the GNCC championship, and just like silly things kind of happened and other things didn't go my way. And, like I could sit here and blame this person or whoever, but at the end of the day, like, it was my fault. And then this year I just didn't give myself an option, like I woke up every day and I told myself, like, this is my year. This is my championship. Like, I'm not letting anyone else get it. And, I've been working with Denise Hatch. She's my mental coach, and, like I've manifested and I've put in all the work to make it happen. So there was really no reason I couldn't do it. And I kind of just, I believed in it this year.
okay, now that last statement, you believed it this year, but you're not saying you didn't believe it in years past. You're just saying with everything did fall into place perfectly with your trainer and all that. And it does take a lot of pieces of the puzzle to make it all come together.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, like in previous years, I just had some people in my corner that just didn't bring what I needed to the table. And this year I like sifted through, and I have a really good group of people in my corner. And at the end of the day, like that's a really big part of what we do, you know?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. TJ?
If you had to put like one area, obviously we don't want to put one person, but one area that made the biggest difference, because I know a lot of these things are that they kind of, it builds on top of themselves. This works good, then this works better, then this works better. What's that foundation that made the big change?
Truthfully, like just my personal life, you know, like the people that I allow in my circle, and the people that I surrounded myself with this year just were in the same mindset and just kind of had the same goals as me. Like I spent a lot of time at my teammate Craig DeLong's house in PA. He kind of has like a little facility at his house, Carry Resources compound. And I gelled really well there, and rode a lot with Craig, and it just kind of helped me like stay in it all year, you know?
Yeah, sometimes having that motivation, just having people around you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and somebody that you could probably talk trash to the whole time.
Yeah, it's never a dull moment, that's for sure.
So talk about the difference. First things first, you've been on the show, but it was a few years ago, so I don't know if you remember, but we primarily are motocross, supercross, and we really try to get into off-road and have the off-road riders on because I think it's a very important part of the sport, very underrated. But talk about the difference between Sprint Enduro and GNCC, and which one do you favor?
Yeah, so Sprint Enduro is like more of a moto style race, like in the off-road world. So it's a Saturday, Sunday event, and then there's an enduro test and then a cross test. So it's like one all grass and then one in the woods. And then you do 3 each on Saturday. So you do 6 tests Saturday, 6 tests Sunday, like 3 grass, 3 woods. And it's just you're racing the clock. Like you go as fast as you can on it's usually like a 6-mile track. And then, at the end of the weekend, whoever went the fastest and has the lowest time basically wins. And then the GNCCs, obviously, we race for 2 hours in the woods. You deal with lappers. There's just a lot of factors that can play into that 2 hours. So I don't know. I definitely have been working really hard over the last few years to get good at GNCCs. So I definitely favor them as of now. And then like the Sprint Enduros, like Brandy Richards, man, that's her gig. And she kind of like pushed me to a different level, racing those with her in 24, we raced those together. So I'm really grateful for that. I've learned a lot from her. And, but yeah, like I would definitely say I favor the GNCCs for sure.
Okay.
Do you think, so we did, an enduro race where it was timed like that. And the one thing I noticed was, like when you're racing like a GNCC, you have like a rabbit in front of you possibly. You have somebody coming behind you. You don't want them to pass you. And during those enduros, you're like, I don't know if this person's been going faster than me or not. Is there more of a competition when you're out there in the GNCC, like as far as in your head?
Yeah, honestly, I think for myself, the Sprint Enduros is more of a mind game because like I start first and then the person behind me waits 10 seconds instead of 15 and they're a little closer than the last test. And it's so hard to just get out of your head and just race yourself out there and not think behind you. Where at the GNCCs, like I have my mechanic and our team manager and all these people with pit boards, like telling me like basically where everybody is. I don't have to think about it. And obviously we all start together. But yeah, the Sprint Enduros, man, those can be a real mind game.
Yeah, Korie, it's pretty cool that the GNCC and the Off-Road Series has the women's classes, and they've really catered to those and had those as part of the program for a long time. And then, in our sport of motocross, they've gotten rid of those at some point. They're bringing it back now. Does it feel a little more prestigious that you have this this title in the GNCC and the WSX or the WX. What do they call it?
What?
WX.
See?
WXC.
Yeah, and GNCC.
Does that feel a little more prestigious than maybe like this kind of newly found WMX championship that they have now?
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, yes, but like, you can't take anything away from those girls. You know, like it's awesome that they're bringing it back for them, but like GNCC has been around forever. You know, like Casey Martinez and all those girls that like have built GNCC into like what it is now for us females is, I think, a really big deal. And it really sucks for those moto girls that the WMX series fell off, but hopefully they can build it back to what it once was, you know?
You did at least one of those this year, didn't you?
No, my schedule has been so packed between GNCC, Sprint Enduro, and getting ready for ISDE. Like it's so hard to make it out to just something extra.
I thought I saw your name on. Maybe it was another GNCC rider.
Why does anybody want to do ISDE? That just looks like just.
Well, ask her.
It's terrible.
Ask her.
I always thought it looked fun.
It looks like I just want to go somewhere so I can suffer on a dirt bike.
Yeah, and that's no joke. You know, like racing for 6 days straight at like 8+ hours a day on your bike. Like people don't understand. Like
don't you have to change
unless
tires?
you have. Yeah, we do everything. After like we impound our bikes, we are the only people allowed to touch it. Like tire changes, air filters. If something goes wrong, it's all on us. Like we have mechanics at every check that can walk us like through whatever, but it's all on us after those bikes are impounded for 6 days.
So she races a series that the things that they do, they call them tests. And then they do dirt bike racing for 6 days, and they're not allowed to like, get any help from the outside and over some of the hardest terrain. I'm out on all of that. I don't want to go somewhere and do a test for fun.
Yeah, and then and man, it's such a rush because you get done with the test and then you have to get through your transfer in an X amount of time, and like the transfer it's not easy, you know, like you could be looking off the side of a cliff and just praying to God you don't fall off, you know, and you have to show up for your team. Like, man, like that event itself is so exhausting. Like the riding, mental, all of it as a whole is just insane.
Dude, she's gnarly, man.
So does that mean that you have goals of doing like Dakar one day and stuff?
You know, like I've thought about it, but I just don't think I want to risk my life that much, you know. I love it, but like even the things I do now, I'm like, man, this is silly, you know. Like sometimes I sit down and I'm like, I probably shouldn't be doing this, and Dakar is definitely on the top of that list.
Well, she says that now.
Yeah, so I was going to ask at the end of this interview, I like to do it with off-road riders, is ask, do you have some bucket list events? And Dakar is usually mentioned.
Erzberg.
Or Erzberg. I'd assume she's out on Erzberg too, though. But is there an event that you'd like, yeah, I want to go do this thing at some point in my career?
I think I'd like to do like a little bit of the World Enduro.
Okay.
Yeah, which is similar to like Sprint Enduro and like ISDE, but and then ISDE was on my bucket list and I've been there 3 times now, so like it's really cool to check that off. I wanted to go and be on that team since I was like 7 years old, so to say that I've gone and done it and won tests, and my first year there I got 2nd overall and I was close to winning the overall, so yeah, it's pretty surreal to think about like how far I've already come.
That's fantastic.
Have you thought about like enduro cross or anything like that?
Yeah, actually, one of my good friends, Shelby Turner, she's been trying to twist my wrist and get me to go, but I just can't make myself look like a fool out there.
Yeah, right.
Go ride a dirt bike through a pile of logs.
I think Kiefer's going to do one. They're trying to get Kiefer to go do one.
Really?
Yeah, he's been telling me like they've been trying to get him. So
is he good at that kind of stuff?
They get split wood and they have to make a U-turn in a pile of logs.
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you.
I'm too short.
Me too.
Corey's not tall.
No, my legs are a little too stubby for that.
Korie, so I want you to I told you in our text, I wanted you to take us back through, this is probably what made the GNCC title so tight, was you had an incident, I think at Snowshoe. I was reading about it on your Instagram, but take us through that moment, and that sounded scary.
Yeah, actually, I took a screenshot of these messages from Shelby Turner, the only person that watched it, because I wanted to read her messages. But yeah, so basically I'm 4th gear wide open on a ski road on the side of a mountain. And they had kind of like an X arrow marking off like this little ditch. And I I had like made it to the right to go around it, and I hit something I didn't see. And basically the next thing I knew, I was free falling off the side of the mountain.
Holy
and
crap.
it felt like I had fallen into the Grand Canyon. Like, I know it couldn't have been that far, but man, like, I don't think I've ever been so scared in my life. And looking back now, like, it's funny, but in the moment, man, like I thought my life was over, you know, for a split second there.
Yeah. If you have enough time to think that, that's a long fall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it was bad. It was really bad. It was definitely one of my worst crashes. So yeah, these messages, I thought nobody had saw it until like later in the day, and
Yeah.
she had messaged me and said, your bike was 8 feet in the air, did 3 flips, then you did 2 front flips and landed off the edge of the world. I didn't know it was you until I saw your head pop up. And I definitely was concussed. I didn't even know I stood up. I must have had like so much adrenaline that she said I just popped up. And then she said, I saw the whole thing. It was the worst crash I've ever witnessed. I literally was like, holy bleep. And then it was you. I almost stopped, but you stood up. But she said, the fact that you finished is impressive. I'd still be laying there collecting my shit.
Wait, you finished?
Yeah. Was that?
Yeah, so it happened. I think it happened the second lap. I don't even know how I got myself out of there. I think I had so much adrenaline and just blood pumping that I somehow managed to like get. It was like a hard enduro section that would be like in freaking Erzberg, like the Tennessee knockout.
Yeah.
There's no reason that I got myself out of there, and like somebody was on my side that day. But yeah, so basically I get out like halfway into the lap now after this crash, and my toes and my legs are like starting to tingle, and I'm like, man, this isn't good. Like my neck was hurting really bad, my head, I was getting blurred vision. I took my goggles off, like just trying to get air, like water. I stopped at my team manager, and I'm telling him like, hey, like I'm not good. Like I know I need to finish because just for this championship's sake, like I knew I had to get to the finish line. And so basically I cruise around like another lap or two, get to the finish line, go straight to the medics. They put me in a neck brace, put me in the ambulance, take me to the hospital, get all the scans done, whatever. And I just hyperextended my neck like to the point that it was terrible. Like my legs were going numb, like my feet were going numb, and like luckily there was no fractures. But yeah, so I'm like going back to the track with my tail between my legs, because you know how it is, like going to the hospital when you think something's wrong and then you're like, shit. But no, when I got that text from Shelby, it like made everything better, because like I was like, yeah, I knew I wasn't a bitch, you know, like it was a bad one.
Yeah.
Like,
and was that the event? Did you your worst finishes were 4th and a 7th? Was that the 4th or the 7th?
That was the 4th,
Yeah.
and then the 7th. Yeah, the 7th, my bike, we had like a mechanical issue.
Wow, that's impressive though, and to win the title by that, like, yeah, if you hadn't gotten back up, then Rachel's probably champion again.
Yeah, no, exactly, and then that's kind of the mindset I had all year. Like I wasn't letting anyone take it from me, you know, like. And was it a smart move? Probably not, but yeah, I made it happen.
Wow,
Risk it to get the biscuit.
Korie Steede brought to you tonight by Guts Racing.
I was just gonna say, how do you know how far you fell? Like off the side? It was like a side of a cliff. Is what you said?
Yeah, side of a cliff, like into like a creek, basically. I don't know, probably like 10 to 15 foot, I would say. Yeah. And I flipped head first, like into the bank of it.
Oh my god. And you said fourth gear tap, so probably a good like 45, 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easily.
Oh wow, that's insane.
So we're talking about doing some GNCC next year. You know, if you'll be there, we gotta hang out.
Yeah, she's cool.
Absolutely.
I doubt you remember me interviewing you on the show or in person. I think it was 2 years ago, but I've done.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead.
I do remember. I was actually in South Carolina. I was thinking about it this morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I've done Ironman the last few years, and I've done a couple. Yeah, I did that one is called, what is that
Florida?
One? The one in South Carolina. I'm blanking on the name of it. What's that round called?
Camp Coker.
No, that's not the one I did.
You're the one in Florida, I thought.
I did Wild Boar. I've done Ironman 3 times. And the first round, what's the first round called?
Oh, Big Buck.
That's the one. Okay, yeah, Big Buck. Those are the ones I've done. But I think I interviewed you twice, actually. I definitely interviewed you at Ironman like 3 years ago. You probably wouldn't remember. But
right, yeah.
But I'm trying to get these guys to go to Ironman with me, and do that because
We'll go.
Wait, no.
No,
trying to get us.
No, we tried. I tried to get you to go this year.
Well, I couldn't go this year.
No, you just made excuses.
Okay. Anyway, let's finish up with Korie.
All right,
then we can argue about this amongst ourselves.
Fair enough.
I have a couple listener questions for you real quick, and then we'll let you go. DA Bomb 44 on Instagram says, any wild stories while racing through lappers? That would be me. Because I definitely do the morning race, and I always know on lap 3 that you and Rachel are coming, so I'm looking to get the hell out of the way. But do lappers affect the results often?
As sad as it is, like I'd say they definitely do. They're just so unpredictable, and like we're going so fast through the trees, and like the trees itself is like gnarly to be going the speeds we're going, and then you add 47 like C riders, like trail bikes, like people that are going like a quarter of the speed. So it gets hairy out there. That's for sure.
Yes, and I can attest to that from the other side because I'm trying to get the hell out of the way, and you guys are. It's insane how fast you go by me. Okay, this is from our buddy MX Nut 23 Garrett Rockley. What is the process for riding for Team USA ISD, and do you have to get a pro license to race pro, sprint, enduro, and GNCC?
No pro license, but you do have to, I think you have to be 16.
Okay.
And then the ISDE prep is unreal. Like we put so much time and energy into that event in itself that people obviously don't see. But yeah, so we have our ISDE camp, and we spend like 4 days as a team together, usually down in South Carolina, just doing bike prep. We have this like list of things that we have to work on the bikes and do it in a certain period of time. And basically we're not allowed to leave until we've done all of our bike work in like the time allotment. And then it's basically just like an ISDE simulation. So we all race however many tests a day, like we have transfers, and it's a real deal. So we dedicate a lot of time towards the end of the season to get ready for that event. And we all have to be firing as a team, and it's intense, like we all have to show up for each other. That's for sure.
That's gnarly. Well, once again, congratulations on an incredible season. Honestly, an incredible career. I do wish that GNCC as a whole, off-road as a whole, got more acknowledgement. I actually spent the whole weekend with Zach Heron this weekend, who does the announcing. He was at the Blue Crew event. We talked a little bit about how cool GNCC is, but I want to finish this out with 2026. Are you back with Rockstar Husqvarna? Do you know what the plan is?
Yeah, back with Husky. Plan is to keep pushing forward, obviously keep developing as a rider, and come into 26 even stronger. Husky's believed in me for the last couple years, and I'm super excited to announce I'll be with them for a third year,
Well, congratulations on that. Who do you think will step up in Rachel's spot? You mentioned Brandy Richards, who missed a bunch of races this season, but do you think she's the next, the biggest competitor you have, or is there somebody else that maybe is kind of new coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously Brandy, and then we have Taylor Jones. I believe she'll be back next season, so she'll be a good one. And then Danielle McDonald from New Zealand. She's young, but she's definitely got the speed.
Awesome. Well, we will make some GNCCs this next season in 26. Definitely come by and say hi. But good luck with the future. Hopefully you get a little downtime off season before it kicks back off again. But thank you so much for jumping on here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Yep. See ya.
That is Korie Steede, brought to you tonight by Guts Racing. That was a good interview.
That's like, yeah. I mean, Justin has a lot to live up to be.
I'm about to get him on. I want to text Korie and tell her thank you. What stood out to you most about that, though? When you think about like the life flashing before your eyes, kind of crash off a cliff. Right. That takes a second.
Yeah.
How the fuck? Like, how did she get the bike out of there? I'm picturing this big gully, and she has to get the bike out to even get back into the race.
It didn't sound like she knew. She's probably just, have you ever heard the story of like there was. The tractor flipped over the old man, and then the old lady came out and like lifted the tractor.
Yeah, or like a mom pushing a car off a kid.
That was Superman. The little kid when his dad.
I think there's an actual story of that.
There are. I'm just teasing you. I'm making a dumb joke.
I remember like a race weekend where I crashed. Me and a guy got together during practice, like in the morning. This is at Clearview. Remember Clearview?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I weeded myself at Clearview. I don't remember this.
It was fast.
Huh?
It was fast track.
Yeah, and I don't remember. We go down the start, and then there's that horseshoe.
Yeah.
But anyways, me and another guy crashed together. I knocked myself smooth out, like laying there long enough for people to come over, and all of a sudden I sprung up, run over to my bike, hopped on it, took off.
They're like, no, you're not good.
Everybody was trying to stop me. I took off, and they said that I would like just balls the walls like for like 2 straightaways, and then I just stop and just like coast, and then I just take off again, and then I stop.
Is this on 4-wheelers or?
Yeah, this is back. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, what they do is gnarly. Our next guest has done some GNCCs. We'll talk to him about that too in just a minute. But tonight, guest number 3, not necessarily in our hearts number 3, but number 3 on the night, is brought to you tonight by Yamaha Motor USA. As we've mentioned, at Yamaha Motor USA, we don't just build motorcycles. We engineer legends. Legends like Damon Bradshaw, Doug Dubach, Ryan Villapoto, Chad Reed, and maybe our next guest too. Tonight, Yamaha brings us from JSR Racing, our buddy Justin Starling. What's up, Justin?
Oh, man, just honestly freezing in Florida right now. It's very cold here at the moment.
It was really cold here, Sunday night, Monday, and then
that's probably what they're getting.
So, yeah, you must have got our cold that came through here a few days ago.
Yeah, it was like, I think, a high of like 31 or something yesterday morning.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been cold here, but I mean, like during the day I was in a t-shirt, but like as soon as the sun goes down, like I'm outside right now and it's cold. It's pretty. Yeah. Obviously, it's probably not too cold for you guys, but for me, my Florida self, it's pretty cold.
I was about to say, is everybody losing their minds in Florida because it's too cold?
100%. This is way worse than a hurricane. Way worse.
People just falling out.
Yeah.
Well, Justin, before we get into your plans for 26, we've had you on recently. We just got off the phone with the 2025 GNCC WXC champion and 2025 U.S. Sprint Enduro champion Korie Steede. And she was, I don't know if you were listening or not, but she was telling us a story about a snowshoe. She made a mistake, went off a cliff at basically 40 miles an hour. Saw her life flash before her eyes. But off-road stuff, man, gnarly, but so much fun.
Yeah, it's like the best way to put it is like hitting a bunch of cupped out set of whoops for 3 hours, but it's fun, which is like not something you want to say in Supercross, but yeah, it's a good time. Like I just genuinely enjoy it. Like every time I've rode it, it's been fun, which it's only been really 3 times really, but it's just fun. And I think a lot of it, what makes it so fun is just like the environment you're in, right? Yeah. Like everyone is having fun and everyone wants to see everyone succeed, where, in Supercross and stuff, that's not really how it is. So
good point.
Yeah. It's just cool. Like when you show up and like, I mean, obviously I've never been a threat to anyone, in like a battle, but it just, everyone wants to see you do well, and like you could be anywhere in the track or trail or whatever you want to call it. And people are there to help you. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
All right, well, let's get into what you've got going on right now. I have been kind of on your Instagram and keeping up with you, and I know you picked up some help from OnlyFans, and you've got your own team deal going on, back on blue. But tell us what's going on for 2026.
Yeah, just we're switching it up, man. I've done 14 years of Supercross, and it was cool, right? Like I enjoyed it, and I feel like I met every goal. I mean, obviously, like the big goal is you want to get like a podium, and I was close one time in Seattle, but it just never happened. But my last goal in Supercross was to get to 100 mains, and I made that happen this year, and I hit 106 in total so far. And after that, I kind of realized like I was kind of done, right? Like I knew I had met everything I wanted to do, and I have a family and a kid and everything, and it wasn't really there for me to like want to go again another year. Like I know I want to ride and I want to like ride my motorcycle and I want to race my motorcycle. I just don't want to do it at the Supercross level for a full season.
Sure.
And that was something that like I've always wondered, right? Like when that feeling would come, when I was like, I know I'm done. And I'll be honest with you, after I crossed the finish line at the LCQ in Daytona, when I made the main, I felt it. I was like, I think I'm done. I was like, wow, I think it's finally over. But it's crazy because like I want to ride more than I've ever wanted to ride, and I want to race more than I ever want to race. I just want to race something different. Like that's the biggest thing for me is I want to do things differently, and yeah, it's going to be weird not lining up at Anaheim 1, but at the same time, it's part of it. That time has come, and yeah, I've done the first round of arena cross, and which didn't go well at all. I mean, I borrowed a bike to get through it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, I literally borrowed a bike because I didn't have bikes because they moved the season up, and I wasn't ready at all. And I touched a supercross track 2 days before the arena cross, and I was like, well, here we go. And,
you've done this your whole life.
Yeah, it was a little tough because at the same time I hadn't really been riding too much. I just been I started up a little program to work on bikes at home, and it's actually gone really well. And I've been so busy with that I haven't rode that much. And yeah, so did round 1 of that, and that was cool. And then I did round 1 of Germany, which was cool. And then yeah, I was supposed to do a Partzilla arena cross this weekend, but they just postponed it. So now we're on a bit of a break again. But yeah, I'm gonna do quite a bit of racing. I think actually more than normal.
Okay.
So with more than the 17, but I'm just gonna kind of dabble in a bunch of different things. Yeah, so it'll be cool. I think I can still race as of right now on schedule. I can race 11 supercrosses.
Oh, right.
I don't. Yeah. So like that's pretty cool. And yeah, then there's obviously I think like 12 more arena crosses to go. Then I might hop into like a GT arena cross and do all these things and kind of just fulfill it. And then I think I can honestly say like time when the season's over completely for supercross or indoor racing, I think that'll be it for me. Which will be kind of weird, but yeah, I mean, it's time to get a stable job that can pay bills, and not be like, well, I hope I do good this weekend to make rent,
Yeah,
so
that's a lot of stress when you have a wife and a child.
Yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to race as much as I can to kind of just finish it out, and then I mean, I'm still gonna ride, right? Like I'll still ride a bunch, and I actually kind of plan on riding more just not at the racing level, like I want to just create like YouTube stuff and make videos and go ride some supercross here and there for just fun, like nothing other than just like I can do it. So I'm just going to go ride it for a few times a year, and but we'll see, when that time comes, we'll play it by ear. I mean, who knows, we could have a crazy good year of, making good money. And then it's like, well, hey, maybe we should do this again.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's I'm not going to rule that out, but as long as I can provide for my family and also not be gone too much, then I think we're okay.
Okay.
We have so many racers that exit the sport, and like it's almost like they don't ride again for years, if they even sometimes never ride again, right? What do you think the difference is where you're like towards what you're considering kind of the end of your pro career, but you want to ride more than ever? What's the difference?
I just love it. I don't know. Like maybe these people, they had their mindset of like, they were trying to make a living. I mean, obviously we're all trying to make a living in it, but like they only focused on that and not the love of the motorcycle. And for me, man, I just love the motorcycle, but I do think that there's a part of me that like, I usually build my own bikes, and I feel like I'm pretty good at building bikes and like making cool things and making them look good. And I find a lot of enjoyment in that, but I also find a lot of enjoyment when I do that and then I get to ride it. Right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think like that is a big part of it, where it's like, and maybe every year I'll just build a bike and ride it. And like, that's cool. Like I built this Yamaha, and the thing is really, really cool. And so every time I ride it, I'm just like, damn, this thing's badass. And it's also cool to ride something you built, right? It's like, I always would say, I think it'd be so cool to build your own home, because then you're living in something you built, so it's like, I don't know. I kind of put that in like a dirt bike term. So maybe that's part of it for me, is I can work on them really well and I can build them, and then I get to also enjoy them.
I know exactly what you're talking about there. I did an electric bike conversion, and bro, like, but it feels like I built my own motorcycle, and it does make riding it fun.
Yeah, and especially when it feels good, right? Like my Yamaha feels awesome. Like I love riding that thing. So it's like every time I swing my leg over it, I'm like, damn, this thing is it's cool. And then it obviously gives you that satisfaction that it's like, yeah, you built that, and that's cool.
Yeah, Justin, you mentioned, it's like you can't keep chasing forever, and you have to try to get a real job at. I know it's your dad's involved in the AMA and doing stuff. Is there any outlet still in motocross that you're looking to go for, or you want to get like out of the sport completely?
Yes, Justin's going to be the guy that does the restarts.
That's
in Nationals where he goes.
I'll be the one that trips and falls.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bow out on that one.
Your dad can do the first half. You can do the second half. There you go.
Hey, I've actually mentioned that. That is actually that has been something that I brought up, but it's like I was like, yeah, I'll come to a race, and my dad was like, well, when are you gonna we'll never know if it's gonna happen, and I'm like, oh yeah, you got a good point. So maybe I'm not just gonna come to the race, but I definitely want to stay in it, because I mean it's what I love. Like it's not just like something that's like this little outlet. Like I do genuinely love it, and there's times where I just like to go sit in the garage and just look at my bike. So like for me, I don't ever want to get away from it. I do want to, ideally, I have this like little goal that I would like to do some sort of testing for a team. And I've been doing some testing with Matt at Active Ride lately and kind of learning a bit about some things and trying to learn some suspension and stuff like that. And maybe do something where I work with him on the side. And then I do some testing for him because he's kind of a one-man band and he's working with like PRMX and Quad Lock. So there's a lot going on. So it'd be cool if like maybe I could hop in and like help him, but also help those teams, maybe like decipher some parts or something. So I definitely want to stay involved. The thing like Stefan Ravini's staying at my house right now. And like I was talking to him, like I'm like, who's your mechanic this year? And he's like, I don't really know. And I'm like, oh man, like it'd be cool to do that, like the mechanic for you or something. But at the same time, it's for me, one of the big parts of like stepping away from full-time Supercross and stuff is just the travel. So if I was to go into something of like AMA or something along those lines, you're still traveling as much and you're just making less money, So it's like, racing. And that's what I said. I was like, if I'm going to go, like I might as well ride, So yeah, like it's always something that's interested me, but it's just, there's just a lot of travel and I'm not into that. That's the part I don't want to do is the travel. So, I don't know. We'll see. I would like to do something in Florida with dirt bikes and obviously it's pretty good here for riding and all those things. So ideally I'd like to keep this like bike work stuff I got going on and then still get to ride on the side and maybe do something where it's content related or something. And then, maybe also do some testing on the side too, or, maybe even being a track guy where I'm like prepping tracks and stuff something where I can stay at home every day, but also like, work. I don't know how I'd really say it, but, I definitely want to stay in the industry. I know that, and stay in it somehow and all that. But yeah, if I'm going to stop racing, ideally I don't want to be on the road.
Understood.
We definitely have a website that could use some content if you got something.
Yeah, that's a big part of like what we're kind of working on for next year is I mean, obviously with it, the way I kind of am putting it, it's kind of my last like real like hoorah of racing. And I want to document everything. Like I really want to make a bunch of videos and document every time I ride. Like I want to put a GoPro on and like upload it and like do these things. And so that's something that I'm really going to push. I actually just got all my GoPro set up today. So I mean, that would be cool, right? Is like just document everything. And then honestly, if that does well, like look at Jeff Walker, like he does great because of it, and his content and like you can make good money off it. So like, if that could be a little avenue to make some money on the side and still get to ride my bike and all I have to do is document it, like, okay, I'm in. Like,
for sure.
That would be cool. Right. And then of course, like, working with OnlyFans and stuff, like that's a good thing for them is content, right? That's all they care about. So it's something that where maybe even that could, correlate and translate over into, the after racing thing too.
Nice. Before I get to listener questions, is there anything else, any other sponsors you want to shout out or talk about with your program?
Yeah, we're still obviously, putting everything together. I'm sure you've seen the posts that I share it every day. And if you want to be a part of it, JSR Motorsports at yahoo.com. We have multiple levels and basically no minimum of anything. And we're pretty good at being able to cater to everyone. If you want to be a part of it and do all that, it's a lot of races. I think we have like 26 races left this, before it's over. So, a lot of races, a lot of content, a lot of stuff during the week. If you want to be a part of it, we have plenty of options available and, it would mean a lot to us.
Awesome. All right. Tonight, Justin Starling is brought to you by Yamaha Motor USA. All right, let's get to a couple listener questions here. There are high expectations for Justin going into Arena Cross. People anticipate he will be a podium regular. Is that added pressure or does it match your own expectations?
Matches my own. I obviously going into like the first one, I had no idea what to expect, but I also just borrowed a motorcycle, right? Like all I had was my triple clamps and handlebars on the thing. So I kind of just wanted to get through it and be within, I think 10 points of the lead was my goal. And I'm pretty sure I'm 10 points down. So, yeah, honestly, there's a lot of room to go. And yeah, I plan to be on the podium.
Another arena cross question. Are you excited to be the bigger fish in a smaller pond? Will racing for wins and podiums change the mindset and race energy at the starting gate?
To be honest with you, I don't know yet, right? Because like lining up for round one, I had no idea what to expect even going into the heat race. So I do feel bigger there, but also we haven't done our press conferences or our rider intro videos or any of that stuff yet. So I don't really know yet. Right now, the first round, it literally felt like kind of showing up to a fair race. We literally paid an entry fee and like that was all we did. So I don't know yet. I'll tell you after Boise.
Okay. All right. I got two more for you. This is CZ J John on Instagram. I don't know how you say any of that, but how did Justin's OnlyFans sponsor come together? I know a few years ago, Logan came on here and kind of talked about his situation. How'd yours come together?
Justin has a lot of following of feet pictures. So
I didn't know this. You follow Justin's OnlyFans apparently.
Yeah, it was maybe I think it was 24. It was like end of Supercross in 24. I was like, man, I'm just gonna like reach out, right? Like it doesn't hurt to ask or to see what could be available, because I know we were pretty low on funding in 24. And I sent a message and they were kind of like, they kind of sounded interested. And I was like, okay, it's better than a no right now, you know? And then they were like, well, there's really not much racing left. So like, we're kind of not interested and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, that's all good. Like, no worries, you know? And then I had signed with not actually signed. I had gone to Moran's program, and honestly, it was like December 14th or something. I got an email from the head person at OnlyFans, and it was literally just a contract. And I was like, what? Like, hadn't talked to them, hadn't corresponded with them or anything. And it was just a contract, and it was pretty good money. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
What do I do? So I called Kevin, and Kevin said no. And I was like, well, Kevin, I'm going to lose money riding for you, and I'm going to make money riding for them. I got to do it, you know? And yeah, that's how it all happened.
All right. Last question. This one is Lou May E. Austin on Instagram. Man, people got to have clear Instagram handles.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah, like Dark Side MX3. It's easy.
Well, earlier you said DA bomb and it's da bomb.
There you go. But it's BEAUM. So yeah, but that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm just an idiot. We've already played the drop, so let's move on.
I would have just said the exact same thing as you, Dark. I would have not had any idea. I'm so like illiterate to all that stuff.
I'm looking at it now, and he's right. It's DABAUM, da bomb. Yep, makes sense.
Da bomb.
Sorry about that, da bomb. Okay, what's the toughest part of your program mentally?
Mentally?
Yep.
Man, honestly, mentally, it's not that bad. Like, it's if anything, it's really good for your mental side, because you get so much done and then you know it's done correctly.
Yeah.
Where like sometimes you ride for, like, obviously I would never get a factory ride, but I would ride for like a B-level team, and you always are wondering if it's good and like if it's going to be okay, or if you're going to get parts or you're going to get paid. So honestly, mentally, it's easier than anything.
Okay.
It does, however, sometimes like if you get like 3 or 4 days with like no emails back, then it gets a little like, oh my God, is this going to work? You know, like, is this going to happen? Can I even make this work? And then you kind of like start to doubt a little bit. And then then you get like one email and you're like, oh, okay, it's not so bad. So
yeah, the pressure's instantly gone. Yeah.
Yeah, it can get a little stressful at times. And especially like for me, like I had to kind of start everything early because the arena cross started early, and you're not really getting much responses around that time because like SMX is like nearly still going, you know? So yeah, honestly, it's not really that mentally challenging. It's if anything, it's just more like mentally tiring. Like, I guess you could say that, because you're riding, and then you're doing emails in between riding, and then you're driving on the way home, you're making phone calls and doing that stuff. And then it goes all the way down to, you know, what color is your team shirt going to be? You know, it's like little things that you don't really think about, but you like start getting into these details, and yeah, it becomes a lot, you know, like
can see that.
it's a lot of work, but yeah, it's fun. Honestly, like I've always enjoyed it. And, you know, like I know some people that are dealing with some stuff right now with some teams, and I literally tell them like, this is why I started my own program, is because I don't want to deal with that, you know, like that's more mentally taxing than anything.
Well, the next round of AMA Arena Cross is December 20th in Boise, Idaho. And Justin will be, keep an eye on the next few months and the season to see how everything goes. And thanks for getting on here and telling us a little bit about it. And yeah, if you guys want to support him, do it. Let's get all the privateers all the help they can get. Yeah,
no, it means a lot. Yeah, because it'll be cool. Like, I'm excited for the rest of the races and everything, but it's really. It's like this is the first time around this time of year that I'm not like stressing or nervous for A1. You know what I mean? It's like I still have a lot of races to go. And like, honestly, it's kind of weird being in like a thing where I'm like, whoa, the championship, you know?
Yeah. That's cool.
It's just fun, man. I'm in like a really fun part of my so-called career, or whatever you want to call it. And it's not the end, but there might be, a little direction change in it,
Understood.
But, yeah, like I still, maybe every year I'll go to Ironman now, like with like the no pressure thing, and just go up there and do stuff like that. Like I still want to be fully involved and still race and do stuff like that. I just want to do it in a different way, and that's kind of it. And right now we're just trying something new before it's over, and who knows, maybe it could go really, really well. And, we're sitting here, we're like, wow, we made more money than we've ever made in a year. Maybe we should do this again, Like,
yeah, I hope so, man.
Yeah, me too. Right. Like obviously that's the goal. But I also have to put in my mind, like, you have to start thinking of the next chapter. And I never really thought that time would come, but as soon as you have a kid, you really start thinking about that stuff. So
sure.
Now we're going to go enjoy this last little hurrah, and maybe we'll have another hurrah after that. We'll see.
Well, it's going to be exciting and fun to watch. We're going to be following it, Justin. But thanks for getting on here and kind of updating us and telling us what's going on. And we're definitely going to keep up with it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. If you guys ever need anything, let me know, and let's go have some fun.
Sounds good, Justin. Thanks, man.
All right, we'll see you guys.
We'll see you. That's Justin Starling tonight, brought to you by Yamaha Motor USA, one of our privateers that we love to see do well. So, all right, we are going to jump back into some of these segments. We're going to get through these. TJ's tired. He's had a long few days of lack of sleep.
Bro, he's literally said like 4 times that he's good, and you keep I think you're just using it as an excuse because you want to be done. What do you think, TJ? I don't think TJ can think.
Okay, grill your ass off. Bring the heat. We're going to get back. I also missed one of Vince Pell's emails, so we got a few things from Vince here. First of all, his bring the heat. This is from a week ago, 2 weeks ago. The fact that Motocross of Nations, more than that, I guess, Motocross of Nations MXDN riders race for free and the promoter pockets everything really grinds my gears. Here's the I'm okay with the riders not making any money, but their expenses should 100% be covered.
In what? Just Supercross?
Motocross of Nations.
Oh, MX.
We're not listening.
Okay, yeah. I missed that part, the Motocross of Nation part.
Yeah, Motocross of Nations. Riders should not, nothing should come out of their pockets.
I agree. That's insane that it does.
But the only thing that comes out of their pocket is if they want to bring extra people.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if that's the same for every
They still
team.
say that it costs them like 10, 12 grand.
No. They're talking about flying out the extra people. AMA pays to get them there, their bike, all that stuff is taken.
I think for an event like that, AMA or whoever should cover family. None of that should come out. That's a huge special event. Not like
I don't
15
think
people, but you should be able to bring your wife and your kids.
It shouldn't cost them 15 grand to go represent the country.
There should be no out of pocket for these guys.
Well, how much was your plane ticket to the last time you went overseas?
I have no idea. I didn't pay for it. Vital did.
So you didn't have to book it?
Like Lewis tells me all the time that like international flights are really cheaper than U.S. flights.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's because more people are going, so they're going to charge more.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm kind of on board, and it wouldn't be bad for them to make a little bit of money, too. But more than anything, it shouldn't cost them any money. Yeah. That's my thoughts. Do you guys have any other thoughts? So that's kind of it? Or
I don't think that they should pay anything.
I'm indifferent to the whole thing.
If they do pay something, then as much money as in front or whatever it is that makes off of that, there should be more of a purse. There should be a purse.
Okay. I'm not against it.
The AMA covers the cost for the riders.
Yeah, but like even if it doesn't, like there should be, you spend money to make money, right? Like there should be able to you invest into yourself. You go to the race, you pay money to potentially win money. Like there should be some prize. Get the whatever
other than the cup.
There should be some money into it. Why isn't there?
I don't know.
Like first place gets it. You split it 3 ways. Like good job, dude.
Yeah, I guess the promoter takes it all.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, like
they make a lot of money.
They're making money.
Sure.
It's probably
That's a good point.
It's probably
that'd be another good topic for Lewis to kind of give the ins and outs of if he had time to do our show.
I mean, as far as just a single race throughout the whole season, it's the got to make the most money out of any of them.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it would.
I mean, maybe not as much as Anaheim won, but it's got to be pretty dang close.
Okay. I think that's all to bring the heats. Did you guys have one that you want to do?
I had one.
Okay.
And it was
we got to do Discord too, so we still got more.
Well, it was kind of towards myself. I was really upset.
No, we did Discord already. Sorry.
I was really upset at the WMX streaming deal because
WSX.
I'm sorry. What did I say?
WMX.
Oh yeah, that's women's. But no, the WSX. They the streaming thing was messed up.
Yes.
And I'm like pissed off because I actually spent money
and only happened to you.
And I was getting all upset. And then they posted a link saying, "Hey guys, basically, hey, we got this. It's messed up. Click this link."
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen so many other places not do that stuff where they are just like you're just sitting in the dark and
shit out of luck.
And I thought, you know what? I'll give them credit. I guess I'm pissed at myself for overreacting for 10 minutes of. I mean, it's gonna take them time. So good job on those guys.
Okay,
I do that sometimes where like I get upset about something and then like 5 minutes later I'm like, why did I
like having to get pull up in the window?
Yeah,
why would you get mad about that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for bringing the heat because I don't really have one. I'm good.
I had one the other day and I just can't remember what it was.
I did think about you today because I went and got a what do you call it?
McRib?
A McRib, and I just ordered a McRib.
We talked about
Yep. And then I pull up to the window and the lady's like, "Yeah, can you pull up, sir?" And I'm like, "I have to wait for a single sandwich." Like I thought that. I didn't say that. I said yes, ma'am, and pulled up, but. Like, anyways, just one sandwich, just a McRib.
Yeah, it's not that hard. It's freaking fast food, but it's not fast. Yeah. It's slow because you make me pull up and I gotta wait.
Yeah,
yeah. If I want to wait, I'll go to a restaurant, a real restaurant. Not your half-ass.
You're not waiting that long.
Feels like it.
Garrett told me to spend money on a beard trimmer.
Yeah, your beard is really long. You should just have a little patience.
From the factory floor to the finish line, this is a Cherubies. For over 40 years, we've shaped the look, feel, and protection of motocross. Every curve, every vent, every color, engineered for riders who push the limits. The Cherubies plastics and accessories are built for durability, tested in the harshest conditions, and trusted by champions worldwide. Whether you're lined up at the gate or chasing your next ride, a Cherubies gives your bike the identity it deserves. CherubieSUSA.com. If you guys remember, on the last show, we did a trivia question for a set of handguards. The question was, what year did Talon Volan run the number 19? What was his overall finish for the season, and where was his first win? The winner that I picked out of the people that got right was Hunter Sykes. Hunter, I emailed you today. You responded. I got to get you in touch with Fully. We'll get that dealt with tomorrow. I got a bunch of entries that said 1990 he ran the number 19 and won in Tampa. But Talon says he didn't run the number 19 in 1990, and I can't find anywhere that it gives an official number, but he said he was not number 19 in 90. He was 19 in 91, which is the answer that I had. Mm-hmm. So that's where that information came from. Hunter Sykes is our winner. Congratulations. We'll get that handled.
It's hard to, I mean, what did the vault say?
Vault doesn't have numbers from that year, far back.
Oh, okay. She's got to take his. I mean,
yeah.
We know that like from listening to some of like re-raceables and other stuff that like the riders don't always remember what year something happened.
Yeah, but he didn't. I don't think he ran 19 2 years in a row. He was definitely number 19 in 91 for sure.
Oh, okay.
Like I've seen the team photo, and all that, so I know he was 91. Okay. Let's do, for a Cherubies, let's do a real quick recap of my weekend at Monster Mountain because there were some really cool things that happened. I mean, Yamaha brought me out. They got me my own RV to sleep in. I had my own camper. That was awesome.
You were snuggling around Villapoto?
No, he didn't show up.
You didn't get
No, he wasn't going to be there because his kids had a race.
Yeah, no,
but so no, I didn't have that RV, but I had a camper RV, which is maybe better.
Maybe better.
Like a big one, or just like a little?
It had like a master bed, and it had 2 bunk beds, and a shower, and a couch, and it was cool.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, like,
yeah, it's almost like you had something to get room for 2 other people to be there.
You could have went.
I couldn't have. I had to work.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't, but like nobody has. You don't have Yamahas to ride, so you would have just been hanging out.
He didn't have anything to ride.
Yeah,
that's true. But anyway,
he could have brought his golf clubs.
I used to have Yamaha golf clubs.
We'll see.
Okay. So
you could ride those around.
First things first. I have heard for years how great Monster Mountain is, and it lived up to the hype. I've got some videos, some GoPro stuff. I'll do an article coming soon. I'm waiting on Yamaha to send me some photos, and I got to edit all my GoPro stuff, so I will post that.
He's very proud of his GoPros. As soon as I got here, he was like, "You want to see my GoPro?"
No, did you guys want to see the track?
So, have you posted anything about the video?
No.
Oh, because
I haven't even opened the folder until...
Even Garrett says in here, Monster Mountain looked deep, and your bike was wallowing in the clip that I saw.
Somebody else posted a clip of me going through a corner. Maybe that's what you saw.
That's what I saw.
Maybe that's what you saw.
Yeah, because and maybe you shared that.
I think I did now.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe that's what you saw. But I have.
So
I
you're
have
not losing your mind.
I literally haven't opened my folder with my GoPro stuff until you guys got here.
Like, we don't care about your GoPro. I just care about being right.
You guys have been asking. Well, you've been asking in our groups. You guys have been asking about the track. So that's the best way to show you the track.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Okay, cool. Right on. Either way, it was awesome. Mike Ulrich and Jennifer Davies with Yamaha really took care of me, put on a great program. Got a couple cool plaques here for my finishes. Got to battle with Damon Bradshaw and Doug Dubach a little bit when they jumped in our classes. And actually, Doug scared the ever-loving shit out of me by passing me so fast. I didn't know he was there.
I bet he's still obscenely fast.
And I didn't know he was there. Like, I didn't know because they weren't in our class. He would just jump out in the middle of the race and talking about earlier about being aware. In the corner, I was like, oh, there's a rider behind me, whatever, 300 feet back there. I got this. I'm good. And like the next corner, that rider goes blowing by. I'm like, oh shit, that was Dubach. That wasn't one of the guys in my class.
Is he faster than Dawn whenever, like Bishelia, whenever he's like you know what I mean? When Dawn's on it, because Dawn's fast.
I would say yes.
Really?
Yes, for sure.
Because I know they're close to the same age. I think Dawn's a little younger.
Doug's pretty. Think about how dominant he's been at like the vet nationals over the years. And
yeah, I haven't paid attention. I just didn't know.
He always wins.
He used to. He hasn't like as much, but he doesn't race it as much now. Yeah. But yeah, he was like.
But like 5 years
the
ago,
winningest rider ever there.
Don Bishelia was obscenely fast for his age.
I would say Doug's faster.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And then Bradshaw blew by me a couple times, then slowed down. I do have some footage where I passed him. That made me feel good for just a second.
Yeah, that's all you post. Just
I'm not posting where he passed me and then he was like shaking his arm and barely moving. I'm just gonna pass the moment I passed him.
Go.
You have the most instances like that.
What's that?
Like these most random things. We're like, oh, well, I passed RV or I passed this or I did. Like it's always something. It's always something random like that.
Well, it's because I've had the opportunity to ride with these guys.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's just like...
Wow, that was kind of arrogant of him, wasn't it, the way he said that?
Okay. It's one of the things I said during, like, when we were having, like, a group... Because they have all the campers come out and talk about the event, and that's one of the things I brought up. It's like, who would have thought when I was 12 years old, that someday I'm going to get to be on the track with Damon Bradshaw and Doug Dubach or RV or whatever at an event. That's... awesome.
The opportunity,
and the fact that Yamaha does that
to be a part of a podcast has really paid off. You're welcome.
Okay, there's some truth to that, but it's also what Yamaha does.
Dude, Yamaha's
right,
awesome.
Putting these events on that allow campers, Blue Crew members to come out just because you own a Yamaha and be a part of this.
So
is my hair long enough yet where I can cut it and get like Yamahas and go to all these races and stuff?
Yeah, I think it's more. Well, there's more to it than just getting your hair cut.
That's all you did. You got your hair cut?
No, I grinded out for years. And
no, man, it's just
built this show, man.
No, just the pony.
So this is a dumb question, but since we're talking about the Yamaha event on a Yamaha sponsored podcast, Did people have to pay, like if you had a Yamaha, or did?
No, I don't. I think you just sign up. I don't think there's any charge.
That's awesome.
I could be wrong. I'm not 100% positive, but
You
I'm
should
almost
know these things.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it's free.
You have a $10,000 Yamaha. I mean, you kind of paid for it.
But seriously, that's cool that Yamaha does that.
Yeah.
Like, it's surprising to me because how long Yamaha didn't start doing this kind of where they're helping out the privateers. They're like the way that they do with Pulp, giving bikes away to be able to raise money. They've donated bikes for like recovery stuff. Like, how long has that been going on? And I wonder what the catalyst. That'd be a cool article to write. The catalyst that started this, because I don't think 10, 15 years ago that any manufacturer was doing this stuff.
Well, this Blue Crew program is really based around building a relationship with the consumer,
I remember
the families, so that when you buy Yamaha, you want to keep buying Yamahas. You want to be a part of this family. And
very good marketing.
Yeah,
that'd be a really good article because some people in Yamaha to get back to who started it, where the idea of Blue Crew, the history of it. That'd be awesome.
Maybe one of you guys could do that.
Well, I don't know these people.
We don't get invited to go to Blue Crew Invitational.
We don't get RVs and bikes, and maybe you should do some work instead of just cutting your hair.
I wrote multiple stories on the Blue Crew events,
but not on.
I think
not
they
so much
did
the history, but yeah.
I think they did like one. I think on one of the Supercrosses one time they did a breakdown on Blue Crew and how it kind of started and stuff. I remember seeing something about it.
Well, now that's half your research right there.
There we go. We'll look into that. Maybe that. But I do want to thank Mike Ulrich, Jennifer Davies. Anthony Bennett, he runs Campfire Moto Stories. It's a podcast that actually a couple years ago he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, like give me some pointers, some like equipment." And he got all the equipment, started this. He was out there, and he actually messaged me before I got there, and he said, "Hey, just bring a memory card if you want to do interviews. You can use my Roadcaster."
That's cool.
But I did video stuff. I took my camera and I got Damon and Doug and stuff for some stuff I've got coming up. But and then he had me on his podcast along with the track owner and a bunch. Damon and Doug did his podcast, and so I want to thank him. And then listener Taylor Darden, who actually is the guy that helped me get in touch with Zach Bell. He was out there. He came out and hung out all weekend.
That's cool.
Just it was just a really. Keith is the owner of Monster Mountain. Definitely told us to come back. But at the end of the day, one of the more fun events I've been to, and I say that almost anytime I go to a Yamaha intro or whatever, where I get to go, again, ride with RV or Bradshaw. It's just like dreams come true. It's so much fun, and the racing was really relaxed. Didn't really care how I finished. I just wanted to ride. The fact that I got a couple seconds and thirds, I didn't even know that. It was just a good time. So, incredible event. Definitely want to go back to Monster Mountain. It's a 10-hour drive for us. Not bad if we actually split it up and go together. Instead of you guys leave me hanging out the drive with no friends. Yep, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
Good times.
We talked.
Yeah, I know. I was talking shit because you guys didn't go.
Yeah, we didn't.
Well, I had to work.
You had to act like you have a stupid job. I have a job too. I just took off. Say, hey guys, I'm going to take a couple days off. Took Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. I actually got back. So I woke up at 5:30 Sunday morning or whatever. We started getting ready and racing and like around 8. I drove 10 hours home. I got home at 10 p.m. I walked in the door, set my bags down, walked right back out and went to work because that weather had hit and we had to get ready. So that was a long day.
Yep.
Anybody feel sorry for me?
I don't.
Damn. Okay, cool. I wouldn't expect you to. T-Bolt USA top 5? That's what we want to do next?
Yep.
Have you been flashing the news stories like Paris Supercross?
Yep.
I was going to have us talk about Paris. We're not going to. We'll talk about it next week after it happens. But if you guys are curious and don't know, if you're listening, it will be streamed through MXGP TV. It's November 15th and 16th this weekend. I believe Friday night is 9 a.m. our time, Pacific, or maybe it's 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. Pacific time. It's Paris Supercross. The Saturday race is 4 a.m. Pacific. So if you guys want to watch it live, you're going to have to get up at 3 a.m. Or no, what is that? 6 a.m. here.
I'm not paying to watch it.
Really? Okay. I'll probably get up and watch it. I'll be at work, actually, but I'll watch it at work. Are you guys good? You guys want to pay attention to the show?
Yeah, it's about the show. It's about the show.
But you're not talking about it on the show, are you?
Well, we're about to. We're doing the read, so that we're talking about our top 5.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm scared to do one of mine now.
One of your what?
One of my top 5s.
Oh, okay. This is for the top 5.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
I want to change it now.
No, you
Nope,
can't.
T-Bolt USA top 5.
God dang it.
If you are a pit bike enthusiast and love shredding around on a CRF 110, KLX 110, or whatever you have, you need TBoltUSA.com bookmarked on your web browser. T-Bolt USA is a pit bike supply site that has everything you need for your pit bike. You can find handlebar kits featuring BBR and Pro Taper bars, D&M shocks, and even full bikes from YCF, Pitster Pro, and Piranha. T-Bolt USA has it all. They even have stuff for the Chinese bikes that are so difficult to find. You'll find everything you need for pit bikes, engines, and parts at TBoltUSA.com. Tonight's T-Bolt USA top 5. We did this the opposite a few weeks ago, worst candies. This week we're doing top 5 candies. We put it up on our Discord channel. So let's read our Discord lists first. You can get to our Discord through MotoXpod.com. Don't forget to go like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Dog Lover, right off the bat, in no particular order. This is from last week's top 5 because we didn't do it either. Do you want to do that?
What?
Top 5 things we did to top. Do you want me to read the top 5 from last week that I forgot to about
Sure.
the top 5 things they do during the off season to not go insane?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Dog Lover, in no particular order. This is so off the rails. Do homework for my college classes, photography for and sometimes not for my photo class. Watch off-season races, re-listen to podcasts I've listened to, and hang with family. Bonus, talk with moto-loving friends about silly season. Woodrow 303, maintenance on bikes during snow season, work on house projects I've happily put off, go play in the snow, maybe watch some WSX or other random races, find ways to harass TJ.
It's so funny that like for some people like snow is such a certainty, and for us like we don't know if we're gonna get it or not.
That's why I live south of I-20.
Yeah.
I don't want snow.
Yeah.
All right, that's all the ones from the last show I'm going to do. I didn't get to them on the last show because we ran out of time, but we need to get to this week's top 5. So here we go. MX Nut. Top 5 favorite candies. Original Red Vines licorice, peanut M&Ms, orange slices, cherry sours, peanut butter Snickers are my top 5. Red Vines are my top number 1. Dog Lover 136. Original Red Vines, Twix, Snickers, peanut M&Ms, Nerd Clusters, or Reasons.
What? Reasons?
Reasons. That's on my list, actually. The dark chocolate with caramel.
I never heard
They
of
come in
that.
a black bag. If you saw it, it's
It's like
R.
a bunch of reasons to eat it or something?
Yes. If you saw the bag, I think you'd recognize it.
I wonder if that's actually their advertisement.
Yeah.
Just one. Just
That would be
So,
pretty
yeah.
good. Yeah, man.
8CR Nihilate. Chalk Sewer Strawberry Yogurt Filled Mini.
what
Chocolate.
the hell?
I don't know. CHO.
I don't trust your reading of these things.
CHOCEUR.
CHO.
CEUR.
Sure.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, that's a word. I know what you're trying to say.
Is it like French or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
one of those.
Sorry,
things.
man. Didn't know it. Sorry. Speak English, bro.
Wow.
Chocolate bars. Aldi. Kit
All right,
Kat
Ralph.
Dark Euro. Baby Ruth. Twix Dark. Trolley Sour
I feel like
Crawlers.
there's more than 5, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6.
Mm.
Way to go, HCR. Cheater. Rooted Meerkat 73. Malaco. Motherfuck. Speak English.
there's other candies besides.
Listen. Say this word.
Let me see it. Can I
Write it
see
down. DJ.
I don't have a pen. Hold on. DJ.
DiGiorno?
I got it.
DJUNGELVRAL. That's like some TJ shit. He
That's
just
gotta be
DiGiorno.
Slavic. That's gotta be
Ralph.
something Slavic.
yeah. Okay. Salted black licorice, I guess is what
Oh.
it is.
Why does everybody like licorice? Licorice is
licorice is
disgusting.
Swedish chocolate, Snickers, almond, peanut M&M, Sour Patch Kids.
I can't. I do not like any kind of sour sweet candy. It's
Oh,
just,
I like sour.
Sounds fine.
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay. All right. That's our Discord for now. Man, what a sorry. Okay, let's go Scotty first.
Okay. My number 5 is well, actually, can I preface something, or are you gonna freak out on me for taking long?
Sure, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to it.
My number 1 candy that I'll get to is like really the only candy that I ever like actually like if I go out and get. Like if I go out to get candy, which is not very often, this is really the only one I get.
Okay.
But these other ones are ones that I like. I don't, even though I haven't maybe not ate them in a while. One of them is the Hershey's Cookies and Cream, the white Hershey's bar. Kit Kats, for Ferrero Rochers. Like, you get them around Christmas time. They come in like the little gold, and like most of the time they're like in a little 3-pack.
I think I know
and
what
they're
you're
kind
talking
of like a hazelnutty chocolate ball, crispy wafer thing. Snickers.
So I just posted in the chat that just out of random. I was like, Scotty's.
Well, someone in the chat asked if everybody thought my favorite candy was going to be Tim Tams, which isn't even a candy; it's a cookie. But
so
anyways,
I said no. His favorite candy is Snickers, and he likes to eat it upside down so he can feel the veins on his tongue.
That's dumb.
And then he had Snickers on his list.
Yeah. All right. And then, anyways, number one candy, always the GOAT, the best, it never can be beaten. I like any form or version of it. Reese's.
Okay.
Like the peanut butter, the pieces, the everything.
Yeah, I don't really like the one with pretzel in it, but the pieces and like the Nutrageous and
I'm with you.
Yeah, Reese's ice cream. I even like the Nutty Buddies. Those. That's not really candy, but it's
is that Reese's Nutty Buddy?
No, it's not. But
that's
it's peanut
cookie.
Anything
the Nutter butter. Is that what you're talking about? The cookies that's shaped like a peanut?
No, that's a Nutter butter. A Nutty Buddy is like the wafer stick.
The chocolate bar.
It's a little Debbie.
Yeah, okay.
The little
That's more
Debbie.
of a pastry, right?
Yeah, it's not really candy.
All right.
But yeah, anything peanut butter and chocolate, I'm down.
Okay.
Specifically, the Reese's, like the trees, the Christmas tree ones.
Because they have so much
They have more peanut butter in them.
More
Yeah,
peanut butter. Hey, we're...
Yeah,
that's a
nice.
Good list. Except for the Snickers. Number 5 is the giant Kit Kat bar. It's like one Kit Kat bar. Like if they took all 4 of them and made it into one. They don't.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They're hard to find. They're like the size of a Snickers.
Yeah.
They just without the veins.
Yeah.
And
stop, bro. I'm gonna start using that. Like, oh, you like to eat Snickers upside down, huh?
You're idiots. Just Jesus.
Tootsie Rolls. Especially the flavored ones.
Tootsie Rolls.
Dude, I love Tootsie Rolls.
They're so gross.
It just like
didn't that make almost everybody's list of worst candies?
It's just like you have to let it just melt.
No, I love, but the flavored ones are my favorite.
I didn't know they had flavored Tootsie
Rolls.
The yellow, pink, and blue, and all these different colors, and they're all different flavors. Bro, it's so good.
The Tootsie Pops are good. Like
until you get to the Tootsie Roll part.
I love Tootsie Rolls. Sour gummies.
Let me see your Tootsie Roll.
We're stupid.
Sour gummies, like the gummy worms that are dipped in either like the sweet or sour, like salts or sugars or whatever they, you know what I mean. Those are good.
Okay.
This is the one that I was gonna say. I think somebody said that they hated was the little hearts for Valentine's.
Yeah, I said those are gross.
Oh, those are good.
I love those things. What are they called?
I said they're like chalky. And
yeah, they're like almost like borderline Pepto flavors.
I like the peppermints that are like that chalky vibe like that too.
And then my number 1 was Reese's Cup.
Yes, okay. Reese. That is the best candy.
Yeah, it's my peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah, it's hard. It's just so good. I don't know why.
Okay, so Reese's peanut butter cups are on my list with the preface. Caveat, whatever, of them being refrigerated. I like them refrigerated.
Yeah, that's good. I'm with you.
You can make them better, but they're still good without that.
I have like the original Hershey. I like the Hershey bars, the thicker, the chunks. I think they're called chunks or whatever.
Oh yeah,
they're just little bars and they're kind of thicker. I don't know. I like them.
Mr. Good bars are good too. Honorable mention, Mr. Good bars.
Okay. Cadbury caramel egg.
Oh, those are good.
Also refrigerated.
Too sweet. Kathy loves those things.
Those are good.
They might be my favorite.
They make those with peanut butter in them.
Yeah, they do.
I like
the
caramel ones, refrigerated. I love hot tamales.
Oh, I hate any spicy candies.
Love hot tamales.
Do you like the Mexican candies where they take like watermelon?
No.
Oh, Jasmine likes those, like with the tamarindo.
Oh,
yeah, she loves that shit.
So bad.
I love Gobstopper Jawbreakers. I love this as a kid.
Is it the ones like the multi-layer of round Jawbreakers?
Yeah. Sour Patch, but I like the grape or the blueberry. Like they're just one flavor.
Is it a gummy?
Yeah. And then I put Reasons on there. It's like a dark.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, it's RIESEN. I think you can look it up. So that's the list, man. That's T-Bolt USA Top 5. Next week, T-Bolt USA Top 5 is going to be our favorite bikes we've ever owned. get in on that on our Discord channel.
Wow.
I have never seen one of those.
Really?
I've never seen one of those in my life.
That's wild. I buy them all the time.
Do they ever come like individually wrapped?
Yeah, like this.
They're individually wrapped inside the package,
And
yes.
they have like a cream stuff inside of them.
It's caramel.
Oh, yeah, I'm out.
You don't like caramel?
And it's fine.
I love caramel. All right, well, that's
You
my
like-
list.
You like taffy?
Only certain flavors,
I
light,
like it.
gray.
It's too hard to chew.
Is that what that thing was you said earlier was the they were taffies?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, I have never seen one of those.
That's wild. I'll
I
tell
have
you.
to try
I
one.
don't
It looks good.
I don't understand how you have never seen the flavored Tootsie Rolls.
I think
know.
I have.
I know
They're
what you're
good.
talking.
Yeah,
As soon as
I
you
just
started
never
the
had
yellow and
it.
stuff, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I like in my mind, I can picture a blue one, a blue wrapper.
They're kind of like taffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the pink and white ones.
All right.
Man, I want Tootsie Rolls right now.
ETS Racing Fuels, pick one.
Tootsie
ETS
Rolls.
Racing Fuels was forged from the heat of competition nearly 30 years ago, developing purpose-engineered fuel for high-profile teams and highly competitive series. We have been the power behind many podium wins ever since. Teams using ETS Racing Fuels have won more than 50 national and world champion titles, and we continue to forge new alliances and partnerships across motorsports. ETSRacingFuels.com, supporting teams like Factory KTM, Factory HRC Honda, Rockstar Husqvarna, and many more. The pick one this week is just pick one thing in your life that you would like to do over, change, do differently, etc. Doesn't have to be a major thing. If there's just one thing that stands out, who would like to go first?
I can go first because mine will be a little like underwhelming.
Okay, mine is too, probably.
I really, really, really love my life, and I would be afraid of changing anything to where I wouldn't be where I'm at now. And so I'd almost, if I didn't, like if you went back in time and you didn't know what the change was going to do, and you went like, I mean, I've gotten in trouble, right? And if I go back, I didn't want to get in that trouble. Well, that trouble may have led to where I'm at now. I literally probably wouldn't change a thing. But if I could go back and I knew what was going on, years ago when Bitcoin was new, I had an opportunity to buy 5 Bitcoins for $500.
Okay.
And
You'd be a millionaire.
I'd be, yeah. But if I didn't know and went back and bought those, as soon as it went to $1,000, I would have sold it. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I mean, mine is underwhelming. I wouldn't change a thing because things have been terrible in my life.
But it makes you who you are.
Maybe I'd change my mom dying from cancer.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if that's in the thing, but
I sent this suggestion out, and I was like, yeah, I really haven't had anything significantly bad in my life happen. I've been very fortunate. So what I put down was just there was moments because my first wife and I divorced, Gunner's mom, and so I only got him every other weekend and every Wednesday. I wish I had been a better parent in those times when I had him at such a limited time, because like I remember there was a period of a few years where I was in a really bad relationship, and that kind of affected sometimes my time with him, and like I really regret that. Yeah. And I've told him like I feel like I should have been a better dad and been more there when at moments I wasn't. So I think that's the one thing that I wish I could do a little different. I think I should have been more focused on him a certain period of his youth. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I didn't like ignore him. He was around. I never like missed a day with that I could get him, but he wasn't always the focus, and I regret that.
Yeah, that's pretty. Cause it's kind of like TJ. It's like it's hard to really say because like it makes you who you are.
Yeah,
and there's times from this period that I am glad I was able to experience, and the only way I would have experienced them was because I was doing this. But I think if I could go back, I wouldn't have gone to college. I would have just learned a trade, or like gotten good at something.
That's smart.
like figured learned how to be an electrician or something like that.
But you still can.
I mean, I can, but I mean, I'm kind of already like, I don't know.
I mean, we'd probably be good at it because electricians leave a mess every time they go somewhere.
I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like I kind of wish I hadn't have wasted all that time going to school and to really. But I mean the experience of it and like living where I lived and just the atmosphere, like I won't take those times back. But yeah, I kind of wish I had picked something and stuck with it at a younger age.
Okay. All right. If you want to let us know yours, you can send us an email or just go to our website, motoxpod.com, click on the contact form, And yeah, sign up for that Discord, whatever you got to do to log into the Discord, get in there. We're trying to spend some more time in the Discord with our what'd you call that? What are the Discord people called? Is there a term for that?
HCR?
No, that just when somebody is in a Discord, like our Discord, is there a term for that?
I have no idea.
Awesome.
Yeah, our awesome followers, whatever.
Yeah.
So, yep, we'd like to hear from you. Let's do FXR picks real quick for Paris. Hang on. FXR is designed by racers for racers with industry-leading fit, finish, and performance. Progression is the name of the game with every new piece created. At FXR, we push our brand to the next level to provide you with the best products possible. Used by Malcolm Stewart. I almost said Malcolm Smith. Malcolm Stewart, the Muck-Off FXR Club MX Yamaha team, Mike Brown, Brock Tickle, Chris Kiefer, and now, once again, Garrett Marchbanks. FXR has core motor roots, so visit fxrracing.com or go to your local dealership and see all that they have to offer. So here's what I want to do. Give me your winner for Paris, and
can I pull up a lineup real quick?
I'll tell you what. Here you go. I think I got the top guys since you don't know.
I mean, it's just
Jet, Hunter, Cooper, and Malcolm and Tom Bial. Those are kind of your stars.
I don't even know why I asked. It's Jet.
Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. All right. So I'm going to go Hunter.
That's a good one.
You're just doing it just to be different because you know.
No,
Jet's
I mean
gonna win.
You two said Jet.
Okay, so that's an interesting question.
Okay.
So we had the whole topic about how Jet felt like not necessarily remorse, but just felt for Hunter not getting that close to the SMX thing. Mm-hmm. Since this doesn't have as much behind it, if Jet is, let's say Hunter starts in front of Jet, does Jet try to if Hunter's running a good pace, is not really holding Jet, and nobody else is catching him? Does Jet really try to force a move on him?
I think so.
You do?
Yeah, I think Jet still wants to win. Yeah, he's a racer, so I say yes.
Because we've seen in the past where Jet will be riding behind Hunter, and he doesn't really do anything until third place catches him.
So we've had.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
This is kind of on the same subject. We all pretty much think that's Hunter Jet going to be up front, right?
Coop can be sneaky.
I mean, yes, other people can win, but if everything goes the way that we've seen, that's who's going to be up front. My question is, I will say that Jet, for somebody who is as dominant as he is, I see, obviously there are haters, but so much less hate for Jet than we have gotten for Ricky or James or Reedy back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? What's the difference?
Jet doesn't really get that much hate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it's personality.
I think it's what it is.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think
Chad
was pretty cocky and arrogant.
So Jet is?
Nobody really hated Stu.
I don't think so. I don't agree with
nobody
that.
hated Stu.
Yeah, people didn't like Stu.
I think the only people that didn't like Stu were prejudiced.
Oh, you think so?
Well, maybe not the only people, but I think there was.
I feel like
that
had. I think there was an undertone to it.
Yeah,
but I think.
And nobody hated RC until he punted Pastrana off the track.
Oh, people did not like RC.
Yeah, I think RC had a kind of a bad attitude a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So that I feel like those are the kind of things that turned me off.
Yeah. Jet's not really cocky. I mean, he's a little bit confident, but he's not.
Yeah, I think there's a difference.
He's just too laid back, and I think everybody kind of falls in love with the brother thing too.
Maybe
the fact that their whole family's involved.
I do think
and
their
brothers.
personalities are more welcoming. Than Chad was and Ricky was in their heyday, because they were so focused on I have to be the most dominant guy and hate everybody else, and it's not like that anymore. There's more personality in the sport now, I think.
Channel 53 official says RC was irritating looking and acting.
Okay. Not going to touch on that. All right. World Supercross this weekend in Vancouver. Eli versus Kenny. Of the two, who wins? So Eli's on a new bike.
Yeah.
Kenny's comfortable.
Because of that, I'm going to say Kenny, but it wouldn't surprise me if Eli got him.
TJ?
I just hope that it's a little more exciting than it was this past weekend for the lead.
Real quick, I thought the races weren't bad.
No, they weren't. But
I sort of talked to Lewis about this. I was like, the racing was pretty good. The huge whoops were awesome, but for some reason, I kind of didn't care.
Both
That's what he was talking about his podcast.
Yeah,
in both classes, the battles for 2nd through 6th were fantastic. It's just the battles for the lead wasn't there.
Right. But you're going Kenny or Eli? TJ.
I think Kenny. I don't think Eli. Probably Eli will struggle to be on the podium.
Oh wow.
So you think Kenny gets super pole then? I guess.
Yeah, Kenny dominates.
Okay. I'm gonna go Eli.
Yeah, I know you would.
You know what? Well,
he's not Blue Crew
no
more.
Huh?
He's not Blue Crew no more. You don't have to pick him.
I'm aware. Okay, that's gonna be our show.
Hold on a second.
Oh boy. All right, we're just gonna go. Let's go 5 hours like Steve.
So if it's kicks,
TJ's just like
I was thinking about this the other day. Since now, like, if it was Kickstart Kenny because he was like the premier Suzuki guy, and now Anderson, I mean, is going to be almost that good. Like, what are they going to call him? Like, Jumpstart Jason or like
nothing? Just Kickstart Kenny. That's it. KK.
Okay.
We had such a good show, and then we ended on that.
What? Like, that's interesting. Like, why can't
what are they going to call Jason Anderson?
Because like he's on a Kickstart bike now too, so the Kickstart Kenny thing doesn't really mean anything.
They're going to call him Jumpin' Jason.
That's what I said, Jumpstart Jason.
But he's not jumpstarting.
I know. Okay, all right, my bad.
How can you
guys.
jumpstart a Kickstart bike?
Push start.
Yeah.
Push start.
Bump start.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
All right, well, this show sucks.
Well,
but he's not the only like premier guy on a Kickstart bike.
You are.
That's
Honestly,
a legitimate thing to think of.
I try to do something fun or exciting.
Oh my God.
You make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
All right, that is our show. I want to thank Racetech and Yamaha Motor USA. I want to thank X Brand Goggles, Guts Racing, FXR, ETS Racing Fuels, T-Bolt USA, Grill Your Ass Off, Cherby's. I want to thank Garrett Marchbanks, Korie Steede, and Justin Starling. I want to thank you two donkeys for being in studio. We'll be back next week. As of now, tentatively, Joe Shimoda, Freddie Noren, Grant Davis next week.
Cool.
It's a pretty good lineup. Haven't locked any of them in, but they've all said, it should be good.
Maybe.
So I think that's going to be the show next week. And yeah, nothing else. We're out. Let's maybe go get
everybody
a McRib
go
and call it
enjoy
a
your
night.
Snickers bars.
What a McRib.
Upside down.